karate. Switch the name. Oh, I haven't even done it for kick. Oops. Do it for not kick. Do Twitch first, and then I'll do kick. I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry. Anyway, don't worry about what I'm doing. Oh, oh, oops, forgot to put myself in a spot. There we go. Cool. I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Alright, anyway, I'll stop. What's going on? Step outside and bottom way and but found in our good way. I say, hey, what's going on? Anyway, alright. I'll stop. Um Sorry. Anyway. Uh uh Say hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I say hey, what's going on? I never finished this. Whoops. Damn it, I always misspell hemorrhoids. Hold on. I don't think anyone's here. Just talking to myself. How you doing, Color? I'm doing alright, Color. I think I'm doing okay, honestly. I think I can. Honestly. I'm able to just, keep myself going. Da 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 da. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make you go plastic bag, plastic bag, plastic bag. Hello, welcome back. I'm gonna assume that. Let's see, who's the one that did that? I actually don't know. It didn't. Text was too small. Sorry. I was looking at it on a weird view. Maybe you're a plastic bag, plastic bag, plastic bag, plastic bag. Sorry, anyway. I can't, sorry. I've been kind of like, you know, rotting my brain a bit from the stupid brain rot. Uh, Hold on.
It's me, your local superhero.
Hello, Zen. How you doing? How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Wouldn't well for you. Hold on. Uh,
I'm alright, got a date for the surgery I need to get.
oh, sweet. Cool. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it, man. I hope that goes well for you, honestly. I hope you feel a million times better after that.
It's going to be May 11th.
Ooh, nice. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear that it's coming up soon. I mean, not soon, but in a bit, you know. Let's see, in 2 weeks. So, you know, that's always good. So I just left and didn't say anything for a while. Damn. Although I'm alive, I just sick. All right.
I'm surprised they had an opening so soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad. I mean, usually with medical stuff, it's usually gotta get it as early as possible, but, you know. Um, Sorry. Um, Whoa, damn. Look at this. Look at this character. I don't know. This guy is like fly as hell. Hold on, sorry. Just gotta show some art real quick. God damn. Look at that. That fucking I don't know. Like I think it's a girl. Yeah, this girl is fly as hell, dude. This lady is like, dude. I mean, like, look at that, man. That's fly. Like, look at it. I don't know. I know it's like basic attire.
Holy shit, that's a cool
but-
outfit.
I know. It's like pretty decent. It's like it's interesting attire, but it's like I don't know. It's just fly as hell, dude. I mean, just like the art is just gorgeous. I love it. Sorry. I mean, like not like gorgeous, but I guess like I don't know. It just popped out, you know. It just kind of looks like, you know, it just pops differently. And of course. Anyway, back to Femboy. No, I'm just of course MK doing their goofy thing like usual. Oh, they're so close to the side dance. No, I'm joking. Anyway, I'll stop. All right. I'm sorry. I've been a little like goofy. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's just my brain. That was not planned, by the way. I just got really just went to a different thing. Anyway, moving on. Okay. So, we have some good news today.
I have an idea. Can I get another opinion on my stats? I'll DM you the graph.
Sure, go for it. So, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So, so we have some good news today. I have noticed that Phantom Neo-Nazi has fallen off the deep end. I know that this is basically a Hassan Piker fucking Asmongold beef kind of thing, but instead of it being Hassan and Asmongold, it's me and fucking, you know, it's me and Phantom Neo-Nazi over here. But yeah, so he's fallen off the deep end. You know, just some good news. He's fallen off the deep end, and he's clear, like, you know, this dude is finally, like, no longer the...
I sent it. Also, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, this guy is no longer the, you know, no longer trying to hide the fact that he's, like, some fucking... is like a MAGA grifting, like, you know, MAGA grifting, AI grifting loser. So, you know, glad to hear it. It took a while, but he's back in the deep end and the Chronically Online deep end.
Always fun to see the mask break.
Yeah, he's finally fucking, like, destroying himself. So I'm like, you know, this dude is, like, falling apart, and it's very clear. Like, I mean, dude has had, like, a lot of unfortunate events happen to him. And, you know, I'm glad that it's happening, because this douche, like, you know, this douche has no empathy for anybody. So, you know, I'm like, this, like, I don't know if this dude voted or not, like, you know, in the election or not, but I wouldn't doubt it that he voted for the fucking annoying orange and, like, all of the fucking, you know, especially even, like, again, like, the shitty mayor we have. Like, I mean, you know, if even if we're not talking about countrywide, at least citywide, this dude has, like, voted for some pretty bad people. So, you know, like, I mean, this guy is only getting his comeuppance, finally. Like, so, not his comeuppance. He's not getting his comeuppance, but, like, but he's the only audience he's going to have is the like, the fucking right-wing grifting shit. And that shit is falling apart because fucking, you know, like, people like Nux Taku and fucking Asmongold and Tectone, they're like, I mean, Asmongold got banned on Twitch for a few days, but it obviously made him insane, and now, like, pretty much the only people that really like him now, or, I mean, the only people that have only liked him are the stupid right-wing grifting idiocracy people, but, yeah, I don't know. It's nice. People are starting to see these guys' true colors, and clearly not only has the, like, you know, have the top people fallen, but everybody that supports them now...
I currently have 14,035 points. I'm rich.
God damn. All the people that have them now, like, or all the people that were supporting those people, it's just their empire is not, like, falling apart, but it's definitely, like, they're getting consequences for their actions for what they've been doing for the past few years, and, like, and the very people now is just basically now it's like, oh, well, you support pedophiles, oh, well, you support, like, sorry, yeah, it got to some crazy thing. It's like you support pedophiles. Oh, you support the doom of humanity. Oh, you support the Terminator. You support that Peter Thiel wanted to become the like. Yeah, by the way, Peter Thiel wanted to the billionaires' plans are to basically upload their brains into the cloud
Oh
and
no,
like
the quinces of my quinces.
yeah. These guys want to like upload their brains into the cloud to basically not just like, because at first we thought that all these billionaires were trying to just create the Terminator, and we're wondering why, because they were also human and it would kill them. Turns out they want to upload their brain into the cloud, so then they don't want to just create the Terminator, they want to be the Terminator. So it makes way more sense now why they're trying to why they're just trying to end humanity. They just want to be the robots that end everybody. You know, they don't care if it's like, you know, their human brain is like, you know, the actual part that makes them human, and the reason why you like live and die, you know, like is the reason why you're human. But you know, I don't know. I think these guys have missed the fact of you know, animated.
That's not how that works at all. All it will be is a copy.
Yeah, exactly. It's just gonna be a blatant copy of these guys, and you know, they're machines. So I don't know. Interesting. These guys are just like planning on dying themselves, which is so stupid, but whatever. Not whatever, but you know, ad. Cool. Anyway. A second, I guess.
At least it's an advertisement for an actual product, a burger.
Finally. Yeah, but that's the thing, is that ad like, is that an AI ad? It's the question.
All right, ad over.
The question is that burger a real burger, or is it AI generated? Yeah, but
The ad wasn't AI that I could see.
okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah, this guy has got off the deep, or yeah, Phantom Neo-Nazi has gone off the deep end. So let's read his little tweet, shall we? And let's just break it down, because it's very clear he's lost his shit, and I'm kind of happy that he has, because, you know, because his side is kind of like facing consequences for their actions now, and realize they created Doomsday. So let's or I mean, probably not, but you know, let's read it, shall we? I have not played that new game called Pragmata, but I've heard some things, so we need to talk. Or sorry, hold on. Let me actually get his really dumbass voice. I've heard things about Pragmata. I've not played that new game called Pragmata, but I've heard some things, so we need to talk. I can't do his voice, but oh no,
the consequences of my actions.
There we go. Do not sexualize that child. I do not give a crap if she's a robot or not. I also, which is agreeable, sure. Also, I don't care if it is used, or if it used AI art. Some crying about I'm just going Southern by this point. Some crying about the use of AI art and AI in video games. Honestly, who cares if AI was used in a video game? We all knew this was inevitable. I'm sorry, artist. I really am, but no, you're not. But this is sadly the future.
AI art is a joke since the robot kid made the art in the game.
You're not sad about it. You have to adapt. That being said, I personally think AI art should only be used as a placeholder while they wait on an artist to make it. False, but you know, placeholders have existed way before AI, so it's not like, you know, you don't need that shit. That's the point. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah,
so that's another layer of stupidity.
You're not sorry. Yeah, so let's start off with the first thing. I looked up a lot of fan art of the character. There's no fucking, okay. How do I say this? It's like, let's start off with the first thing. It's like, there's a fuckload of, like, you know, art on the character. I haven't seen any I haven't seen Rule 34 go crazy. So how much you want to bet that this dude's fucking profile is full of, like, It's like, if this dude, this dude has supported many pedos. So, like, this is just hypocritical, for one. This is hypocritical for one. I fucking hate pedos, but here's the difference. My side is not about, like, has never, my side is all about hating
AI art is a
pedos
joke
from
since
the
robot kid
beginning.
made the art in the
They're
game, so that's another layer of stupidity on
we're
his part.
not-
Also, he's self-reporting here.
Yeah, we're not a bunch of hypocrites, or what do you call it? We're not a bunch of hypocrites and support a pedophile. If somebody's a pedophile, we destroy them, as you could tell from, the past, I don't know, fucking, since like 2008. Again, pedophiles have been called out constantly, all the time in my community. Your community, on the other hand, is full of pedophiles and pedophile defenders. He's following Nuxtaku. Nuxtaku is a full-blown defender of groomers. He has a Discord that was for like 14 plus and then 16 plus,
If
and
there's a
he
problem,
called
we
that.
handle it. Like people should do.
He made a 16 plus server a quote unquote adult server, right? That is crazy. He said that 16 plus is an adult. And then on top of it as well, he basically he made an open spot for a child to be groomed, right? Like he made like an open opportunity. Not only was the child not even 16, but like on top of it as well, Nuxtaku had an open Discord, or not an open Discord. He had a Patreon paid Discord, and the teenager paid for it to get into an adult Discord. And then on top of it, got groomed. And he straight up just defends. He just straight up says that it's like, oh well, see, I wasn't aware, but he was, because he was on the fucking Discord, and there's constant proof and screenshots showing that he was talking to the kid. So it's like, the dude was a safe space for groomers. It's like the dude became a safe space for groomers, and then on top of it, he defended that person for grooming until people started calling him out, after his empire started falling, right? It's like, there's that, right? So then all of a fucking sudden, this is the problem. Phantom Neo-Nazi supports a groomer. He also supports the annoying orange, which is, again, even if that dude isn't a pedo, at the very least, all of his funders, there's
I had a
been
good day.
multiple...
I'm honestly not in the mood to have it ruined by Como BS.
You're good, man. Sorry. Sorry, I apologize. Sorry, I'm gonna finish this. Hold on, I'll get to the point in just a second. But yeah, this is one of the points, right? So it's like this dude straight up defends pedophiles. So this is just hypocritical. Second off, where was it? Stop crying about the use of AI art in AI, or AI art and AI in video games. Honestly, who cares if AI was used in a video game? Oh, well, let's see for a second. I wonder, let's read the plot of Pragmata, by the way. Pragmata is a 2026 action-adventure game developed and published by Capcom, set in a lunar research station. The game follows a spacefarer, Hugh, and android Diana, as they work together to fight a hostile AI known as IDUS that is controlling the station and return to Earth. The fucking game cares about AI! God damn. So in other words, yeah, so not only does so literally, who cares about AI? The fucking game you're talking about, dumbass. If a game that shits on AI and talks about the dangers of AI uses AI, then that is a hypocritical thing to do.
Also, AI wasn't even used in the video game art. The robot kid made it, so it's a running joke in the community that it's AI art.
Oh yeah. Oh, so this guy is just a fucking moron and doesn't know what jokes are. Cool. Great. Ay. Okay, so there's the third thing. He's just a fucking moron. Good Christ, man. Jesus, it's insane. So not only is that he's fooled by a bunch of trolls, but he's also fooled by the fact that what do you call it? He's also fooled at the fact of what the plot of the game is about. Did he read the Wikipedia? Did he he did no research? This dude does no research. He has a comprehension.
I don't think he has a functioning brain.
He does not. I've literally tried to talk to this dude. I put things out on Twitch on this dude. Not put things out, but I've said I've been in this dude's chat before, and this guy does not know how to tell a coherent story. There's no way this guy has any There's no way this dude should be having any high ground on anything. First off, he's autistic. Second off, like, that's not like an insult. He just literally is autistic. Second off, he literally cannot tell a coherent story. He's not very good at telling a coherent story. He's awful at telling a coherent story. It's like he like purposefully like pulls out parts so he can be pitied. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. This dude is a fucking moron. It's like, this is the group that, like, this is, so yes, here's your MAGA group right here. Just a bunch of fucking morons. Like, this is, like, it's just a bunch of fucking autistic morons. Like, not even autistic people that, like, actually have, like, because usually autistic people contain, like, I mean, you know, maybe I'm obviously stereotyping, this could be really offensive, but sorry, disabled man, you know, criticizing another disabled man here. It's like, it's very clear that autistic people have, like, a certain set of skills with, like, certain things, because obviously there's that weird, like, obsession. It's a joke, right? That's used a lot, but it's a stereotype if it's true.
AHH help, I spent 3 to 4 hours making a Spamton clay set.
Oh, shit, nice. Jesus Christ, a Spamton clay set? Like a set? That sounds insane, dude. Good job, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like this guy, like...
I'm an autistic ADHD person with brain damage from years of seizures that I grew out of at 15, and I'm smarter than this bozo.
Dude, honestly, this dude doesn't even do, like, this is just proof right here. This guy doesn't even do 2 seconds of research. Like, the first sentence on
I made regular
Wikipedia,
Spamton scrap Neo and proper Neo.
I made regular Spamton, Spamton Beepus?
What did
I
you
don't
say?
even know what Spamton Beepus is. Oh yeah, here, let me read you the tweet. I'm not gonna do the stupid voice because I can't do his voice. No, I am gonna do the stupid voice because it's fun. He said, okay, let me read this tweet. So I have not played that new game called Pragmata, but I've heard some things, so we need to talk. Also, no comma there. What do you call it? Do not sexualize that child. I do not give a crap if she's a robot or not. Now, I did do some research to see if there actually was, like, anything like this. Like, and I did not find, like, anything, really, but I didn't want to go too deep on it, because, you know, there's shit like that exists on the internet, but I'm not a fucking creep. But that means that this dude gets a bunch of, like, since this dude does no research, he clearly got it on his recommended, which is highly suspicious. Meaning that this dude might have, like, this dude is getting recommended pedophilia. Pretty bad. Probably on Twitter, because this guy only stays on Twitter. He doesn't really go much elsewhere. So there's that. Second off, this fucking Nazi follows, this Nazi follows, he follows, like, a predator defender. He follows, how do I say it? He follows freaking Nux Taku. So there's that. I'm not even fucking lying. Like, there he is, right there. It's like he's following fucking Nux Taku.
I mean, the message is good, but all the other stuff is bad.
Yeah, he's following Nux Taku and a turning point, thing. So this dude is already a problem from, like, step one. This dude is straight up, like, defending at the very least, a pedophile defender, right? Like, straight up, you know, this dude straight up is, like, you know, defending a pedophile. Like, you know, this dude defends pedophile defenders, so this is just hypocritical, you know. This dude is just a giant hypocrite, for one. I mean, the message is good, but all the other stuff is bad. Oh yeah, no, this dude straight up, here's the problem, this is hypocritical, right? This dude, like, defends a pedophile defender. Like, I don't know, like, Nux Taku might be a pedophile, I don't fucking know, but Nux Taku, like, for years was, you know, was giving barely censored content to children, for one, and then had a separate Discord that was literally a safe space for groomers. So, like...
The message isn't the problem. The person saying it is.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that. Yeah, the message isn't the problem, it's the yeah, exactly, dude. So yeah, he just straight up, like...
Is his name Mary? Because he's quite contrary.
Yeah, very, dude. Yeah, so there's already problem one. He defends a pedophile and he defends a pedophile defender. Straight up. Like, you know... No, like, that's already been proven. Alright. Now, let's move on to the next thing. I don't care if it used AI art. Sorry, I'm getting like really southern now. I just can't do a stupid voice for too long. Also, I don't care if it used AI art. Stop crying about the use of AI art, and AI in video games. Honestly, who cares if AI was used in a video game? We all knew this was inevitable. I'm sorry to artists. No, you're not. I really am, but this is sadly the future. He is not, because he constantly because he's posted AI multiple and several times, and he's a high defender of AI. He is the only reason why he
To
wasn't.
repeat my previous message, AI wasn't even used in the video game art. The robot kid made it. So it's a
No.
running joke in the community that it's AI art.
Yeah, and then so then there was that where like then there was that where it was just like he got trolled.
So he's just being stupid.
Yeah, so he got trolled for the second thing because everybody was making a joke that it was AI. So he's clearly like he doesn't understand sarcasm. So there's already that, right? And then next, let's just look at this. Stop crying about the use of AI art and AI in video games. Honestly, who cares if AI was used in the video game? I wonder. Now let's read the plot of Pragmata. I'm showing this to you, Neon, real quick. Pragmata is a 2026 action-adventure game developed and published by Capcom, set on a lunar research station. The game follows a spacefarer, Hugh, and android Diana, as they work together to fight a hostile AI known as IDUAS that is controlling the
Space Dad
station.
Simulator 2026.
That is controlling the station and return to Earth. So the question is, who cares about AI? The fucking game itself. The game itself cares about AI, like the problem of hostile AI. So you can't just say who cares about AI when literally the game its fucking self talks about the dangers of AI. It's like the game, you fucking moron. It's like you would understand this shit if you just went on fucking Wikipedia or like, okay, wait, hold on. What is this game about first? It's a game like that's about two robots. I get that, right? The character, like the child is a robot, right? But it's like the fucking problem is like the literal plot is to talk about evil AI.
Flavors are only good for jobs nobody wants to do.
Only good for jobs that nobody wants to do. Exactly. Ugh. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, dude. Like, so then he hits me with the stupid fucking you have to adapt, right? Like, I am adapting. I've been adapting for the past few years, man. This is the
If you spent
problem.
half a second, you would have known better.
This is not an adaption thing. This is a you being a fucking moron and me being more intelligent than you. Like, this is just insane. Like, who is this? Like, this dude is just stupid. Like, this is the type of shit that, like, Turning Point, like, clearly wants. This is clearly the audience that they want because they're, like, absolute morons that don't do 2 seconds of research. And he's autistic, too. So they're autistic morons that don't do, like, 2 seconds of research. Oh, and by the way, I went in his fucking Twitch chat, like, just to see, like, just to kind of, because he was, like, involved in, like, some kind of accident, but he clearly was leaving out like
Hello,
certain
can you make a
pieces
object show
of
like cartoons
information.
Kirk object show?
Hello, can you make an object show like Kirk object show? Why do you keep asking me that, Kurt? Yeah, it's like, so he just straight up like is just a fucking moron. Like this is the thing. So Turning Point people are artistic morons that don't do any research, that don't do any research, and then just like scroll Twitter all day. Oh, and our pedophile defenders. Sorry, had to get that in, you know. It's like this dude is a fucking moron. And I'm like I am so glad that he got put. So yeah, this is the thing. As weird
Maybe
as
even
this
an object
is,
show
as
super
crazy
hard.
as this is, I'm glad that he went to even an object show is super hard. Oh, 1000%. It's like the Total Drama Island effect. You have to like, how do you say it? You'd have to.
I can't handle 100 frames of animation.
100 frames of animation. 100 frames? What? What are you talking about? Oh, like 100 just individual frames.
And a show has thousands.
Oh, yeah. Thousands, probably. Sometimes, depending on the length. Yeah, I mean, it's just full of a bunch of like morons, man. Like it's just, this is the thing. I'm like, the good news is that this dude is no longer trying to be like this guy that's trying to hide like his like fucking Turning Point boner. because like beforehand he was trying to do this rebranding thing, right? That was, oh, sorry, I forgot to say, yeah, no, I was in his Twitch chat at one point trying to have him just like describe the story of like what he was involved in, and dude just doesn't know how to tell a story. He doesn't know how to tell a cohesive story. I get that you're on Twitch and there's like a cohesion thing happening sometimes, but like, or not cohesion, there's like it's hard to like speak things when you've got like, or speak, you know, like coherent sentences sometimes if you're reading Twitch chat, which he was, but he doesn't have tech. But here's the defense between me and him. I have text-to-speech on. He does not. So he doesn't have things constantly interrupting him every 2 seconds. So the simple fact is that this guy is just a fucking moron and can't tell a cohesive sentence. I doubt this dude reads. And even if he didn't read, at the very least, he could have at least, like, he could at least understand basic storytelling, right? Because at the very least, like, I'm not going to lie. I don't read as much as I should. I should read more. I don't. There's been times where I've gone to the library and I've read, right? I did that yesterday, right? Like, and I mean, the book was kind of fucking awful, though. It was like about like this investigator that was like, it was like clearly like propaganda. I mean, it was cheesy as hell, but like, I don't know. It just had this thing where it would have like, I like flavor text, but there's too much flavor text. Sorry, I'm getting ADHD brain. Let me get back on topic. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, this dude
Yeah, I can understand that getting interrupted mid-speech can be annoying.
Yeah, this dude just straight up, like, this is their audience.
Yes, I see the
He's
irony.
a bunch of morons. This is a bunch of fucking morons, dude, and I'm so over this audio. Like, I'm so over these people. But the good news about it is these guys are falling, like, way off the ledge, and, like, now that they can't be, like, super in the middle about everything because they literally defend pedophiles by this point, they just have to ignore the fact that they're defending pedophiles, like, straight up by this point. Like, anybody that defends Nuxtaku or Technical Templar or Tectone, like, you are defending either a wife abuser, or pedophile defenders. Like, Technical Templar is a pedophile. And then, like, let's see, Tactical Templar is a pedophile, Nuxtaku's a pedo defender and made a safe space for groomers, and he's still never been like, yeah, that just was an awful thing. He doesn't care. All he cares about is the money. And then fucking, like, what do you call it? Then Tectone wife abuser, Tactical Templar is a pedophile, and then Nuxtaku is a fucking pedo defender. Like, these guys are terrible people, like, straight up, man. And it's like, I'm so glad that this dude is finally falling back into the stupid fucking, like, right-wing grifting thing, because what happened is the reason why this guy was getting his audience in the first place was because he was trying to become this, like, neutral, like, gamer, right? He was playing this video game he's trying to, like, play a bunch of games that basically try to make him as neutral as possible, but then he ended up, like... But now he's making tweets like this. So thank fucking God. Because I'm so tired of the right-wing grifting bullshit, man. But, you know, I'm like, dude's now, like, not just right-wing grifting, he's now, like, pro-AI. God fucking damn it! I'm sorry, yes, I know I went into politics. But this is...
B-A-N-D-I-C-O-O-T.
Bandicoot. Alright, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just glad. I'm so glad that this guy is just like going back into it, because now at the very least, the one thing I was worried about is he was going to get popular because of his neutral takes on a lot of things. Because a lot of times what happens is certain people will get really popular if they have like the most neutral takes on like absolutely everything. And there's like slight subtle hints. I am pulling up Crash Bash, I promise. And there's like slight subtle hints that they could be like, you know, in like grifting, you know, they could be like that kind of grifter. They could be like a right-wing grifter, right? So don't get me wrong, I get that right-wing grifting is like really popular right now, but you know, I have a feeling that since everything is falling apart, it's very clear that like the actual people that actually give a shit about like, you know, humanity, like, are clearly, like, you know, done. Like, they're clearly done trying to defend this behavior. It's insane But like, you know, I don't know. More and more people are throwing their fucking, like, hats away, brother, but this dude is just willing to go down with the crowd. I don't know. These guys just need to be dealt with more. I'm not saying that, you know, it's not like, you know, they could have corporate media as well, by the way. I don't give a shit. Like, you know, they could have whatever corporate media that exists. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Odyssey and Blue Sky technically could be that, but, these guys are just far, far worse. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done with, like, I'm done trying to give these guys any chances. I tried, and these guys just want to sniff their own farts. It's very clear with this guy when he was, like, talking to me. Like, he clearly just wanted to fuel his own ego. You know, don't get me wrong, there were some things I guess made sense, but, like, dude's solution is just just make people's lives worse. These people are just straight up, like, they're not people. They're anti-everything, but they don't give a shit about, like, how you say, but they don't give a shit about, like, what happens to human beings, right? Like, it was one thing when you're like, okay, I want to make my community stronger types, but then, you know, clearly they've gone to the idea of cuckoo bananas, you know? They clearly are, like, I don't know. When we've gotten to the point where they've called people, like, you know, when you get people that used to call people snowflakes becoming the snowflakes, it's ironic and hilarious. And they deserve, like, every single bit of, like, failure that they were ever given. I did not fill that box. Am I showing the game? I am, okay. I don't know, man. It just don't, you know, just don't be a piece of shit. Like, if somebody is, like, hurt, don't be like, it's the simplest things, man. It's like, all they have to do is basically be like, oh shit, man. It's like, like a child got hurt. Oh, like a human being, like, you know, like a fucking AI, like, you know, I know I'm bringing up, like, tragedy and I'm bringing up politics and shit. I know that it sucks, but, oh shit, I did it. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, man, I mean, like, fucking clearly AI Terminators trying to become a thing. And I'm like, it's very clear, man. Like, if AI Terminator is trying to become a thing, why are you yelling at me? Why did you send that sticker at me? What did I do? No, no, I know why. I don't know, man. It's like, just don't be a piece of garbage. Like, it's so simple. If somebody is, like, having a bad time, you know, just have empathy. You know, straight up, like, have empathy. It's, like, so simple to do. Like, you don't have to be, like, this super perfect, like, you know, you don't have to be like some savior, right? But it's like, if you are not like professional at something, or you're not like what the hell, why'd that sticker disappear? If you're not like a professional at something, don't tell the professionals like what their job is, you know? Like, I'm not gonna tell a historian, like, oh yeah, well, everything you know about history, that's wrong. That's incorrect. Like, well, see, that actually technically is a false thing provided by the government, that blah, 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 blah. No, dude, fuck off. Like, if somebody's a historian, they've clearly spent most of their life, like, trying to handle shit, right? And I get the idea that there's probably some that are, like, historians by the government, but, like, you know, people that went to college that straight up, like, studied all of human history, like, you know, that understand world history and can point to, like, a country on the map. Like, you could go to a map and be like, okay, what country is this? And they can tell you, and then they can tell you the history about it, like, from, I don't know, like, 1600s. Then that's, like, that's an important person to humanity, right? Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of
Quentin Tremblay III is a government secret.
Quentin Tremblay is the third is a government secret. I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry. See, even that. Like, I'm not very smart, but, like, I don't know. Quentin Tremblay third? Let's see. Gravity Falls! Oh my god!
They want us to forget he was the 8.5 president.
That Quentin. Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. That's really funny. Yeah. Yeah, you know, in that unknown land, Gravity Falls. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Uh, I was like so confused here talking about it. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that makes sense. Holy fuck, man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's crazy, man. There's some like, you know, it's just, just be a good person. I don't know how to explain this, man. It's like just being a decent human being. That's what I put down for my stats. uh, that's great. Hold on. It's a good joke. uh Oh, let's see. All right, so if I had stats, it would be like right in the middle. I would have like no mobility, no combat skills anymore, no utility. My stealth would be like downright awful. My approachability is probably like down here now. You know, I probably had the approachability like up here somewhere, like right around, not like here, but like around here. You know, I used to actually, be a decent, I used to actually be very approachable, but now since I'm like, sound like your crazy uncle because of like fucking right-wing grifting.
I'm fairly well
and-
balanced other than combat.
yeah, other than combat, well, that's fair. It's up to you, I mean, hey, that's okay. Some people are more like peacemakers.
I would be close to the middle, but leaning on stealth.
Yeah. I am very much like directly in the center of like um let's see. Head, shoulders, thighs, and footwear. Anyway. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know, man. Just being a terrible person is just like not cool. Like I know we all know this already, but like, I don't know. If more people were like y'all, then like, then the world would probably be a better place. Again. Let me say again, because it was. Like it's not even necessarily like the vast majority are like them, It's just there's a lot of people that are so fucking loud that they've clearly have made things far worse. And considering the fact that, considering the fact that they're probably not gonna die.
The thing on the side was to fill in with where our equipment is and what it does, but I didn't bother.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. That's fair. It's up to you, man. I was gonna go to karaoke tonight, but I was like, fuck, man, I haven't like done any of my medical shit either lately, and I should. ADHD brain, unfortunately. Yeah. Dude, I just, it's, how hard is it to be a good person? And like, I get that. Sorry, let me push it back a little bit. It's really hard to be a good person in a lot of things. But, like, that doesn't mean that, like, it's impossible at certain points, There's certain things that, like, that make sense.
Last time I did karaoke, it was with Tony Stark, but offensive.
Tony Stark, but offensive. That's hilarious. Sounds like a fantastic time. Anyway,
It's pretty easy to be a good person. Just do what you can. That's all it takes.
yeah, well, I mean, just, like, you don't even have to be, like, beforehand just to be, like, a good person. You just had to be, like, passive most of the time and, like, volunteer on occasion, right? Like, you had to volunteer on occasion, basically, like, I don't know, like, be passive. That's it. Like, you just pretty much, like, had to be passive and let the professionals do their job. And like that was being a good person. It was like, a scientist wants to build solar panels here. Yeah, sounds good, man. Sure, why not? Oh, I'll make my energy bill lower. Wow. Oh man. Oh, this job is so hard. Meanwhile, sitting my fat ass in a chair while like letting them do their job. Like it was so easy, dude. Life was so much easier. Like I'm not saying that, affordability, like things got more expensive obviously because unfortunately, a lot of us aren't blue-collared workers, but there was a way to fix that. I don't know. It's like just kind of destroying like all like human structure.
But my views are pretty skewed, since I'm an actual superhero, so I'm definitely biased on the morality front.
Oh yeah. Morality. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the thing is you don't even have to, like, I know this sounds bad, but you don't have to even be like a superhero to be a good person, right? Like you're going out of your way to be a fantastic person to make up for all the awful people in the world. And that's like, that's a hard thing to do, right? That's a hard thing to do, you know? It's like the simple fact that there's even like a superhero in here really just like shows that it's not that hard to just like,
You can just do your best. That's all I expect from people.
yeah, dude. I mean, sorry, superhero, a hero, not superhero. I mean, if you're a super, I mean, like, like go for it, but I'm like, we don't need superheroes, just heroes. I don't know, man. It's like people just should have, like, I don't know. Yeah. I know that right now it's just, I don't know. It's currently at the moment the ultra wealthy have us at the balls, dude. They have us at the balls, and it's already hard enough to deal with those guys. It's already hard enough to deal with them.
Anyway, yeah, being good is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's already hard enough to deal with them, right? But it's even worse when there's just like a bunch of people that are clearly like fooled by these fucking dorks, right? Like, these guys clearly have went to like, some crazy prestige, like, rich people have an education. We already know this, right? Like the ultra wealthy, like the ultra wealthy have a good education, right? We know this. Like, we know that like they go to these prestige schools, learn these prestige things, learn these crazy systems that are like very clearly like things that a lot of other people know, but it's very clearly that they're restricting access to a lot of people because they want to make sure that they want to make sure that people that are not as wealthy as them get an education like they do, because because they can actually manipulate all these people to point fingers when the fucking rich people are the problem in the first place. Like, the ultra wealthy are the problem in the first place. I'm not talking about the people that are being rewarded by these people, right? Like, there are people that are doing these jobs and rewarded by these people, and like they're and they just got lucky, right? They got lucky and they're trying to like survive, right? And like, it sucks because at the same time, like, it sucks because like it's just these people, like, a lot of these people are very passive, but then there's just a lot of them that are very clearly just ignorant to the fact that they're still a slave. They're just a behave slave, right? The big CEO billionaire dorks are like clearly even withholding the paycheck from that person, because if that person is still being paid enough to even be middle class, because the middle class is nearly gone, right? Like, if that person is even being paid enough to be middle class, then it's very fucking clear that they probably would be making a hell of a lot more if that fucking CEO wasn't like a billionaire. Simple as that, It's very clear they would have been able to start their own business, right? Like, yeah, and I do honestly believe that people that have a lot, like, certain set of like real life skills, or like skills that can, do some crazy shit, they probably would have been the ones that would have owned that business instead, and not been like a billionaire. And there have been like hundreds of thousands of companies just like them, right? That's the difference. Boomers got to have like intense competition, intense things happening. They got to intense competition. They got to have like so much, like, they got to have like just good education. They got to have like, they got to have a home with like just one income. They got to actually go to college, like, I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it, man. And we know that it's all the bad people that are left because our current leader was a draft dodger, right? Because like all the people like during the Vietnam War, those were still boomers, right? But they were boomers that like, went to Nam, but a lot of them also like, but a lot of the people that are alive to this day aren't the people like missing a finger from Nam, or have like a hole in their back, or like some kind of thing, and they're like having a missing leg or some shit, right? Like, you notice how 90% of the boomers that are there are people that aren't like injured? It's because they're the people that either weren't a part of either draft dodged, or either people that draft dodged, or people that were how do you say it, or like people that were fucking I mean, yeah, people that just draft dodged, or like were people that were wealthy enough to draft dodge. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I mean, like they're not, all the good people that were a part of that generation are dead. Like I know this because I had so many people that were like talking about Nam, right? Vietnam. You know, I don't know. I'm like, were some of them probably like terrible people? Yeah, probably. I mean, it was a lot of people, but they had a reason to be like pretty like bitter about everything, you know? Like they basically had to like kill, but like they basically were a bunch of like, they had to kill a bunch of like innocent, not innocent people, but they like straight up just like they lost a war, and then on top of like they went to war, lost like something important on their body, and then they and then on top of it as well, like came home as like fucking, they were like called baby killers, man. I mean, it sucked. It's like it sucked, man, probably being that person. Like they're like my mother remembers a time when what do you call it? She remembered a time when like Vietnam veterans were like literally being like, you know, like attacked for just for like, obviously killing a lot of innocent people. But, I mean, Viet like it was North Vietnamese and South Vietnamese, and a lot of those people kind of were dressed the same way. And it sucked. I mean, blatant racism. I mean, I know sucks, but at the same time, I mean, somebody's like miles away and you can't tell like who is a part of which team. Like it was very clearly just like a bad idea. So, like we were severely underprepared for that. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? you know, it's like we're clearly going to another Nam war. But this time, it had, I don't know, man. It's very clearly that people are going to fight back against this at one point. Like if somebody is gonna try to be drafted, like they're just rather die here. I'm like, we know where this goes. Like, if we get sent to fucking like if we get sent to where, sorry, I can't even say the place anymore, I guess, apparently, because people getting banned for it. But you know, if we go to freaking like, the start, like fight for the Star of David place, right? Like we're like a we know that we're gonna lose, right? We're already losing, but it's like just imagine the fact that like, just imagine there's gonna like I mean we've lost all of our weapons and shit, so I don't know what the fuck we're even gonna do. Fight with sticks? Who knows? Or pebbles. Like, I don't know. Like we're losing a lot of people, and it's very clearly unnecessary again. And it's like, it's like if you get, if any of y'all are adults and they're gonna try to draft you, just, fight back. Like, I mean, you're gonna die over and where anyway. May as well die like on your land, right? Die on the land that you exist, right? I don't know. Or just draft, draft fucking the MAGA people, draft like Turning Point people. There you go. It's like that's what they like, they voted for this. So, I don't know. But again, I'm also to blame too, because I also did not vote this year because I fucking realized we were doomed, but I just still should have voted. I don't know. I just didn't want, like, I don't know. I still would have, like, I don't know. The irony is I have a feeling that I still would have fucking like voted for the annoying orange when he was like, or what to call it, when he was like, like fucking trying to like get the position in the first place. And clearly that would have been a mistake as well. So again, not saying that I didn't, I voted the right way. I would have voted the right way either. So, but at least I'm not a fucking moron. At least I'm not a moron that's like, oh yeah, fucking children being starved? Yeah, sorry, I'm talking about politics. Anyway, we need to, like, move on to a different topic. I'm sorry. Is anybody still here? Like, if I do that, please stop me.
If I could force every
If I do that, please stop me, because I'm like, I know you guys don't like that shit, so I think everybody left. Yo ho, a pirate's late for me. I am alone. Oh, shit. Whoops. I think I'm alone. You still here, Zen? Probably did say you were doing something.
I'm still here.
Okay. I was about to just, like, go do my own thing for a second. Hold on a sec. Okay. Anyway. Alright. Let's move on to something. Let's move on to the actual videos now. Now that I'm like... Or actually, like, now that I've caught myself finally.
I'll send you something that I find interesting. BRB.
Okay, no problem.
everyone in the world to watch one episode of any show, it would be this obscure episode from the television series Recess that aired in the year 2000 called Nobody Doesn't Like TJ. Not because it's the best episode of all time, or even the best of that particular series, but just because of how important the actual message it was. If you weren't watching cartoons during the first Bush administration, Recess is about a group of kids who, are on recess, led by the ultimate cool kid, TJ Detweiler, who's essentially like a Ferris Bueller type. Everyone in school, university acknowledges that he is the coolest, and if they're not like direct friends, they understand, like, no, he's a nice guy. Except for this particular little crab apple named Gordy, who in the beginning of this episode says, actually, he does not like TJ, and won't give any particular reasons for it. And this just breaks TJ's little prepubescent mind, and he's like, I haven't done anything to make Gordy mad. Like, he doesn't even have anything to be mad at me.
Yeah, this was an important lesson because this did happen a lot back in the day.
So he spends the rest of the episode trying to endear himself over to Gordy, like trying to do anything, that Gordy likes so that Gordy will like him. And to spoil the plot of like a 26-year-old episode now, at the end of the show, Gordy still hates TJ. And it's very clear throughout it, this is for no particular reason. There's not like some slight that TJ forgot about or any of that other stuff. No, Gordy is just a born hater. And it's not as if he's like prejudiced against, TJ, like racially or what.
Yeah, that sounds very familiar to, who groups.
That's not the subtext here. No, Gordy is just a hater. He just hates. And the lesson that I wish that...
I love how I was talking about this before, about like, it's not that hard to be a good person because you just have to be passive. Yeah, very clearly good lesson here. This was a show made for like 10-year-olds at the time, by the way.
That everyone could take away from this is that the world is full of Gordys, and trying to change their opinion about you is a fool's errand. If you were to...
Hell... Oh my god, dude. Wow. What a fucking... dude. What fucking timing, am I right? Dude. Holy shit. Yeah. God, I love how I was talking about this exact thing, man. God damn, I did not plan this. I promise, I did not plan this. I've not seen this video. I did not pre-watch this. I am not one of those types of fucking channels. I promise I did not pre-watch this. This, like, fucking, I can't, like, I literally said the exact same fucking thing, man. What a fucking coincidence. Jesus Christ, man. What a coincidence, man. God damn. So good. So good, dude. So real. Right now we have a fucking place full of Gordys. at the moment.
Offer every single person in the world the best tasting brownie in the world, which, once again, TJ actually does in this episode. For Gordy, millions of people, if not billions, will deny it. It has nothing to do with the actual quality of the brownie. It has to do with these scumsuckers. I say all that to say that, yes, some of these cartoons actually have some of the most important life lessons that you can ever learn. This one specifically being, there are going to be some people who do not like you regardless. So just live your life and follow up for more stuff that you cannot stop thinking about.
Yeah. Shit, man. Yeah, I mean, fucking, you know.
Everywhere you look, it feels like
I wonder why he posted that video. I wonder if he posted that video because of, how do you say it? I wonder if he made that video because, we might have a fucking world full of Gordies right now. People are just fucking dicks. Oh, yeah. Anyway, sorry. Moving on.
everywhere you look, it feels like people are getting dumber. We live in a society where more people
Thank you.
have seen Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties than
Yeah, I'm unfortunately one of those people. But I'm just not the obnoxious dumb idiot. Let me say that.
have read A Tale of Two Cities. Half of our written communication
Okay, come on. I've read A Tale of Two Cities. I'm not that young. Wait, when did Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties come out? Hold on. Wait. When did that come out? I'm not that fucking young. 2006. Who the fuck didn't read A Tale of Two Cities, like, when they were, in high school? Am I, like, stupid, or is that, like, Yeah, 2006. Bro, come on, don't be dissing me. Alright, I think that may have been too... 2006. I mean, yeah, I was like 8. So, like, I mean, I was like 7 years old, man. Like, I mean, come on. Who the fuck hasn't read, like, am I aging myself? Is that, like, has nobody really, like, again, I read that shit in, like, high school, but, God, please, don't tell me that I'm, like, being crazy. Please tell me you guys have, like, read, like, stuff made by Charles Dickens before. I mean, like I said, I
read almost all the classics.
Okay. Actually, you know what the question is? Does high school force you to do that now? I don't know, actually. I don't know what high school forces you to read now, to be fair. They used to have you read, like, a lot of, like, classic books like that. Like, Tale of Two Cities. Let's see. Tale of Two Cities, The Jungle Book, Animal Farm. God, fucking... I hated reading Animal Farm because it was really fucking stupid at the time. Now it's way more relevant, but Animal Farm at the time that it existed, it just was so dumb. Let's see. Animal Farm, fucking... this Babe Ruth fucking book. That one was kind of a little eh. Tilda, but that was in elementary school. Trying to remember books that we read that we were forced to read. Tale of Two Cities was in high school. God, what book were we, like, Moby Dick, obviously, that was a big one. What was another fucking book that we read that we were forced to read? I'm trying to think here. There was
They had me read The Scarlet Letter, and I hate the author because he stole his wife's work and portrayed it as his own.
Author because I hate the author because he stole his wife's work and portrayed it. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, that was a huge thing at the time. Where, like, a bunch of people, like, a lot of old books were, like, made by someone else, and then usually people stole it and, like, republished it, and then that author wasn't found out till later. It is very unfortunate, because I do remember, like, there was a lot of books that, like, at the time that were like that, and I'm like, man, dude, I remember, like, the crazy thing in history, I don't think they teach you this anymore, but the crazy thing in history, like, that they used to, like, teach you, like, sometimes it was English class, it was in English and, like, history class, where they would teach you about, like, about like a lot of the dudes that like, or that a lot of ladies would like make like certain books, right? But the thing is, they would have to basically disguise themselves as a ghostwriter and give credit to like to a
It's
guy,
unfortunate and frustrating,
right?
but it is what it is.
They would have to give credit to a guy because obviously dudes were like hugely sexist back then, right? Like that was just a common thing, right? Like dudes saw women as objects and shit, right? So it's like obviously, so at the time, like so in like history and like in English class, we used to learn about things. They probably don't teach this anymore, but we used to learn about like people that like the original authors of the book and like the history of it and how like a lot of the books we read were made by women. Like a lot of the stories may have been like about like a male protagonist and stuff, but a lot of them were made by women, which is very interesting, right? Like it's crazy because you learn like a lot of these older stories, like they may have like this dude type of like thing, but you could tell like it was definitely made in the perspective of the woman that made it, or like clearly was a story this lady wanted to do, but you know, obviously having a woman's name on anything was like super.
Also, I have several repairs I need to do. I need to fix a cut in my pants and one of my socks.
No shit. You could do it while you're listening to the stream if you want. Since it's mostly me talking right now. Yeah, I don't know. It was nice in school when they would teach us about that because there was a lot of sorry. There was a lot of like people that there was a lot of like, you know, I don't know, you just learn.
Fair enough, but the problem is that I lost my sewing kit.
That's fair. You can look for it. There was a lot of sorry. I mean, I guess, you know, if you need to like take off your headphones or something and like while you're looking for it, that's fine. I'm probably still gonna talk, but there was a lot of women that have made like some pretty crazy books, man. It just, you know, it just dudes were sexist then and they're sexist now. They're far worse. They're just a lot more dweebish, dude. Like I just so ridiculous, man.
I'll be listening.
You're good. I'll be what do you call it? I'll be like taking fucking how you say it? I don't know, man. It's just like if I can take on like all these fucking dweebs, then like, you know, that try to be like this whole fucking macho men or like want this like man society, like this manosphere. They like you gotta have credit where it's due, right? You gotta at least like you gotta look the part, you gotta do the part, you gotta be the part, right? You wanna be this hardy, blue collared, hardworking, buff man, then don't be a fucking prissy content creator. You know, a lot of these guys like want to be all these prissy like or these they want to be like these hard working like big blue collared man, but then they're a fucking content creator and it's like, yeah, does your body look fine? Sure, because you're rich as fuck. Like it's because you're like privileged as fuck and you clearly get like, you know, you get all this prissy material to make you look good, right? Like the only reason why you work out at this like high-end gym is because you're a little prissy boy, you know, you're a little prissy boy that never actually worked a blue-collar job in your life. I mean, they might have, but they just, like, straight up decided to go for the prissy life. If you trade your hardworking blue-collar life for a prissy white-collar one...
I'm a farm kid that has hobbies and almost everything that involves building things. Get good, you rich asshole.
Exactly, dude. Honestly. Straight up, man. It's like, the problem is you want to be a little prissy bitch, like, white-collar prissy bitch. Not you, but the people that, what do you call it? The people that, like... that are these like manosphere people. If you want to be the manosphere people, man, like then you know the fucking alpha bro, you know, gotta get swole brother, like type of thing. Then you gotta do the part. Then get a trade job, right? Get a trade job, you know, be an electrician or something, you know. Like, be an electrician, be like a fucking plumber, be like a construction worker, I don't know. Like, do hard work, hard labor. That I can't say shit, right? You know, hard blue-collar work and labor is, like, you know, much better than a lot of, you know, it's, like, not much better. It's a shitty job to have, but it's, like, don't be a content creator. You want to do this? Don't be a content creator. Ooh! By the fucking way, Clavicular, dude is funded by I don't remember if it's Turning Point. He's funded by someone specifically. Hold on. He's funded by like a hard like right-wingy thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it, because this guy, he's funded by like some fucking, he's a sucker. He's a fucking, I had a feeling this guy is fucking funded by like a grifty thing. Like he's funded by like a grifty group. Let's see, is it this one? Trying to find it. Hold on. I don't know if I can find it anymore, but is it this one?
According to several of our
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, clavicular. Clavicular is what do you call it? Clavicular is fucking like is like a big funder of Peter Thiel. Like he's like connected to Peter Thiel. Isn't that fucking crazy, dude? Dude's connected to Peter Thiel. Fucking of course he is, dude. I can't fucking believe it. The people that are in the manosphere are funded by a fucking billionaire. I fucking knew it, man. I said this before, where this guy is definitely funded by some crazy shit, but like I had a theory and I was right. God, dude, it feels so good to fucking destroy these people, man. God, fuck. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, it feels so good to like, it's so good, dude, just to destroy my enemies. And again, like,
If they actually did the work, I wouldn't have as much of a problem with them. But they don't actually do the work, so they
No.
don't deserve to be called men. If
No.
you want to have a strong body and you don't do the work, you're a coward. And if there's one thing I hate, it's cowards.
fucking based. A huge W, dude. I'm sorry, that was so Twitch streamer of me, but like, dude, fucking hard W. God, yes. Fucking yes, dude. So fucking true. Go off, sis. Oh my god, man. Jesus, man. Sorry, I had to break out the gay boy a bit, but Jesus, man. That is, like, that's so fucking true, man. It's so true. It's truth, man. Truth bomb. God. Like, it's so good to just hear people talk about that shit, man. It's like, it's nice when I like hear human beings like talking about like I'm a moron, right? I'm really dumb. I'm stupid, right? I get the idea. I'm a very big idiot. But like it's really bad when there are idiots worse than, god damn it, fucking ad. All right, guess I'll wait a bit. Yeah.
You're going to need to repeat the last minute of what you said. Ad is over.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, no, dude. Well, I said huge W, I was doing the fucking Twitch thing. But then, how did you say it? Well, I stopped when you said ad. Let's see. What was it? Yeah, no, dude, like, freaking, fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, dude, I mean, like, it's crazy to see my, fucking, not enemies, god damn it. Yeah, like, just straight up, man. It's like, yeah, no, sorry. I'm an idiot, right? I'm a fucking moron, right? But it's like, the problem, like, I am still pretty stupid, right? But the difference is, compared to, like, there are people that are dumber than me. That's a problem. If I'm a moron, if I'm an idiot, right, and I'm pretty stupid, right, and, like, people are agreeing with me, that's a fucking problem. If actual regular functioning people are agreeing with me, and there are people that say dumber shit than I do, that's a fucking problem. The difference between me and the other idiots, like the other Gamergate grifters on the internet, is the simple fact that, like, I listen to the professionals. I listen to the historians, the scientists, the fucking, what do you call it? Like, I mean, people that do their research, obviously, like, the people actually read, right? Like, the storytellers, the fucking, like, I'm an artist, I'm not an artist, but I'm a shit poster, right? But, like, I'm an art enthusiast, I love art, right? The artist, like, I surround myself with intelligent people. That's the difference. I surround myself with people that are actually, like, that have degrees far better than mine. Again, and not only that, people from different demographics and different points of, like, people that have been in different, like, circumstances, right? Like, it's just, people that are different jobs in different areas, right? It sounds crazy, but it's like I talk to people that genuinely
I'm just some guy who
have-
actually likes to learn, and it's so damn frustrating when people don't take the 2 seconds to look into what they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly, man. It's annoying. And then, well, it's not even that. Because here's the funny thing is, it's like the one thing that these dudes tend to do, and I'm stealing a quote from someone else here because, you know, unfortunately, like, it's just true, but, you know, they're gonna fucking, you know, obviously, I don't give a shit about what fucking AI AI hosts think anymore. Like it's because of the fact they only show evidence when it supports them. That's it. They only show evidence when it supports them. They're not like the difference between like the average functioning person and like the AI gamer grifter bro, like gamer grifter dude, like is that these guys just only like these guys know when they're right and wrong, and when they're right they basically show the information, right? They'll show all the evidence, right? They'll back it up with proof, right? But then when they're wrong, what they'll do is they'll cope, and then they'll be like, oh, that's not what I said. Oh, I didn't say that. Oh, well, where's your proof? Oh, where's your proof? Oh, what exactly did that? Like things that you can't do in 2 seconds, right? They'll hit you with where's your proof, but then like when we say where's your proof, they'll be like, oh, well, see, it's actually common sense. Oh, it's common sense. How about common courtesy, fucker? How about common courtesy? Common sense, my fucking ass. You know nothing about common sense. You are a fucking moron. It's like you don't know jack shit about common sense. If you knew about common sense, quote unquote, then you would listen to the professionals. The professionals would know what they're doing. Like, you would listen to the professionals and be like, wow, it's like, yeah, this is actually wrong because XYZ, like, fucking professional said this, right? No, don't get me wrong. Can professionals be wrong sometimes? Oh, most fucking definitely. You know, they can be, you know, but here's the thing. Not every single fucking thing they say is wrong. They have things that can be wrong. That's happened before. But again, you have to recognize that there is a lot of people that tend to sometimes get things incorrect because they may get one thing incorrect, but they get 1,000 things correct. That's the fucking problem with Gamergate dorks. That's the problem with Gamergate content creator, Twitch streamer dorks.
Some people change the facts based on their opinions, when they should be changing their opinions based on the facts.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, they just straight up, like, just are dorks. They're dweebs that don't give a shit about actual evidence, and the only thing they care is about me. Me, it's all about me. Oh, poor me. Oh, me. Fuck you. Not you, but, like, fuck these guys, man. It's like, fuck you. It's all about me. I get the idea, right? Like, everybody's selfish, you know, that happens, right? Like, people can be like, you know, people can be all about themselves. But yeah, it's like, there's a fucking point where you just need to let the fucking professional just do their fucking, like, be the person that actually cares, right? Like, it's a different point. Like, it's a different, you know, it's different when it's like two people arguing, right? Because there'll be two people arguing, but if another person pulls up evidence from a professional that has done this job that have done their job for years, right? And they decided to share that knowledge with us, because they don't have to share that knowledge, by the way. They don't have to do anything. They share that knowledge with us, and then what do you call it? And they provide that evidence to you as the person, and you're trying to fucking, like, you're trying to pretend like you are just like, and pretend that you actually like are still the one in the right is fucking stupid. Or calling it, making excuses is stupid. But that's a comment. But let me be fair here, at the very least. It is a difference when you are just a person that does not understand certain things, and then you're trying to cope about it. That's fair. A shitload of people do that. The hardest thing for human beings to do is admit when they're wrong. But these guys have gone too fucking far. It is a difference when you just admit that you're wrong, or like not admit that you're wrong. It's a difference when you cope of when you're not being wrong, right? It's fine. right? It's fine when you don't do that sometimes because it's like whatever, right? You've been proved this like incorrect, but then what you're supposed to do is take that information and be like, okay, yeah, you're right, I was incorrect, right? Like be like, yeah, I guess I was incorrect, because nobody really, like, a lot of people do this thing. I've done that before, where I've been wrong before, and I've been like, I've coped really hard about something, but then somebody corrected me, and then I was annoyed about it, but then later I was like, yeah, I guess that was an intelligent thing. That was like an intelligent thing to say, and I was just being a moron, right? I was just very defensive about like something that I was a part of, right? But clearly it was incorrect. The information I had was incorrect, right? Fair enough, right? That is completely fair. But the difference is, then I just talk to that but usually what normally happens is I talk to that person, I'm like, yes, you're right. Like, this is all incorrect, right? Like, I was incorrect before. The problem is, I haven't done that in years, because of the simple fact that people are fucking morons. People are dangerous now. Like, I mean, I can't do that, like, in this couple of years, right? I've already had to, like, cut off a bunch of people because of the simple fact that they just can't admit that, like, you know, something as simple as things that is, like, sucking up, like, I'm sorry I'm bringing up AI again, but it's like the simple fact that I can't get people to admit that like AI is literally sucking up our drinking water when and stealing our art, like stealing things that I've made or many of my community have made, like the thing that I am a part of.
I acknowledge when I'm wrong, because I may know quite a bit, but I know that I don't know everything, so I listen and double check. If they were correct, I incorporate it into my worldview.
Yeah, it's a different thing when even the people that are causing the problem admit that shit, and then there's still a side that's like, oh, well, no, that doesn't matter. Like, it's like, or they go on that side. They don't say it doesn't matter. They're like, oh, no, you're wrong. Bitch, the person that fucking said it admitted it. Fuck off. The evil people are like, it's so fucking crazy because like at least beforehand they were like there was bad people that were that were pissing in your face and telling you it's raining, right? That is fair, right? Like I get the idea because like there was the illusion there and it probably was pretty hard to tell sometimes, right? They're pissing in your face and they're telling you it's raining, right? But now they're just pissing in your face and telling you it's pissing. And they just love taking that piss. They love water sports, apparently. God damn, dude. Like, it's so fucking frustrating to just, like, it's so fucking frustrating to talk to these insects, these fucking maggots. They're not fucking people, they're maggots. It's terrible. These aren't human beings. They're fucking, like, what do you call it? They're not human beings. Like, there's the difference. I've called these guys behave slaves before, right? It's like we're all slaves, but these guys are the behave slaves that clearly, you know, will snitch on us to their fucking, what do you call it? Snitch on us to our slave owners. It's insane, dude. Like, that's just not a sense of community. That's not a sense of, like, of belonging. That's not a sense of, like, of being anything, right? You're just coping and hating and hating and hating and hating, right? It would be very different if these guys were actually, like, trying to do something, right? It would be very different if they were like, oh, yeah, well, here's the thing.
The term wage slave exists for a reason.
Yeah, dude, honestly. There's a different thing when it's like, and this is the problem. These morons just don't actually have any goal in mind. At least beforehand with the cringe dorks that we used to deal with before, because there was a lot of dorks, right? There was a lot of the dorks before, but the difference is those people were like following like smart people, right? Those people were following people that were really intelligent, and they just kind of like didn't understand like what these guys were actually saying sometimes, and we're like, oh, okay, so this is like, you know, it's weird, but it was like, you know, they were kind of trend setting, but again, I mean, there's a difference between just trend setting and like being just a dipshit. Like, these guys would be trendsetters, but if you were someone that was a part of a certain community, those people would be shut down pretty quickly, and you know, they lose immediately, right? They would be shut down pretty quickly by the people that actually were a part of like another community, right? Like, if a black person had like, you know, some fucking, you know, the fucking mainstream bitches, because that's who they are. It's the mainstream bitches, like, try to be like, oh yeah, well, you know, it's like, well, you know, there's I don't know, it's like, say like, oh yeah, well, you know, black communities have like a higher crime rate, because of XYZ, and I guess that, or not even that, sorry. I have to like think about what they would say, because like they would just call people like let's start with the simple thing. Like, you know, if you call like someone, like somebody called me homophobic before, and I was like, dude, I'm a gay dude. I'm not homophobic. Try again. It's like what you said to, like, thinking that like saying this shit to me like was literally like I said with the kink gear thing, I think that is a problem. And I've been a part of the community for a long time, and I mean very recently. Yeah. It's like these guys would probably, I'm trying to like think of something that someone has said to me that has been pretty bad. Like here's one. There was one where people said, "Oh, well, it's a choice to be gay." That was somebody that was the pro LGBTQ person, and they said, "Oh, I think it's a choice to be gay." You know, it's like, you know, I'm glad that it's a choice to be gay. Like and I think I, can really be interested in like a lot of people. I'm like, but it's not. Like and then we went back and forth. I'm like, okay, tell me this. Have you, like, with a lady, have you ever been like, oh, well, it's like, oh, like, have you ever been, is it a choice to be straight? Is it like, I didn't even say that. I was like, I gave an example, right? I was like, okay, so put this in your mind real quick. If you see like a hot woman at like, I don't know what people do anymore, but like, let's say like a club or something. I mean, that's not possible anymore, but I don't know, at an event, let's say like an event, right? Like this dude was a furry, so I could say a furry event, right? Let's say you saw like a hot woman at like a furry event, right? It's like, is that a choice? Like if you're interested in her and you like think that she's hot, is that a choice to think that she's hot? Probably not, right? You think that she looks hot, and that's your fucking dick telling you that shit, man. It's your brain telling you that too, but it ain't a choice. Like, is that a choice to basically be like, oh yeah, well, this person's attractive? No, it's not. How about when you look up porn? I mean, yeah, looking up porn is a choice, right? But like, is it a choice to like, why don't you look up gay porn then if you're straight, right? Why, like, why not, like, why not actually jerk off to it then? If you find it attractive, or if you think it's a choice, then you have a choice to like, you have a choice to be straight too. But, they didn't get that, it's like, and that really bugged me, right? It's like, and that's the thing is, that was how easy it was to dismantle these guys. They were weird, right? They were bizarre. They would call people, like I said, I get the idea. I've been called racist before. I've been called sexist before. I've been called homophobic before. People have done this shit to me when it was not true, right? I don't fucking like, I just don't fucking do that shit to people.
I sent something
like
to the Discord. It should be in the playlist.
Okay. I've done this shit before, right? I've been there, right? Where is it? Oh, okay, here it is. Like I don't know how to explain it, man. It's like I've been to places. I've been to places where it's like, or not places. I've been called things before, but the difference is, like, I didn't just go immediately to grifting and like go immediately to like political right winging just because somebody called me a fucking slur, or just because people called me like things that I just wasn't. Because guess what? It wasn't true. If it wasn't true, then why would I care? Ugh. I get the idea that it happened quite often, and maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just, I'm a minority myself, so it's easier to, like, deal with these guys because I literally was one. But at the same time, I also have had people be homophobic to me before. I've had people be pieces of garbage to me before. I've been attacked for being, like, I've been attacked for my kinks. I've been attacked for being just a homosexual. I've been attacked for being a furry. I've been attacked for many, many things. I'm being attacked for an artist now, which I didn't even fucking do anything other than fucking try to, I mean, obviously I'm fighting against it now, but it's like, I've been attacked for many, many things for just being myself, right? I've been attacked for that shit. But here's the fucking difference. There is a different, like, you are the good guy if you are not doing any of that shit, right? If you're not actually the shit that they say they are. Because that is a hollow accusation. It's not a real thing. And that's the fucking...
It's as simple as this. Your body decides who you're attracted to and what you're into. For example, I'm an arrow-ass man. My brain doesn't find anything attractive. You're gay. You find men attractive. That's just how your brain works.
Exactly, dude. Honestly. It's very simple, but it's like, just the problem is, it's just, now those people have gone to this fucking weird Gamergate grifting bullshit, and like just want to be a bunch of content creators, but then somehow are like trying to be manly as well when they're probably like, you know, when they fucking like are in the prissiest areas. Like, no, fuck off, dude. It's like, oh yeah, well, I'm a buff man. I'm like, yeah, but you're around like you're around like police, which is like a gang for rich people. And yes, that is exactly what it is. It's a gang for rich people. I don't care what it is. It's like the police aren't your friends. They never will be, you know? So, not to mention, I don't know. It just, people just don't understand the fact that, like, you know, just being a good person requires, like, what do you call it? Not being a good person. Yeah, being a good person, just, like, it requires you to be, like, how do you say it? Not a good person, sorry. There's gonna be some problems here and there. Nobody, like, you know, nobody goes through life without a little bit of conflict, but that doesn't mean you go and cause the conflict yourself, you know? It's like, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just, you just don't hurt people, you know? You actually have some belief, you know? Your belief shouldn't be like, oh, I hate everything, right? Because, like, this is the problem. A lot of these groups, a lot of these morons just don't believe anything. This is the problem, right? It would be different if there was an end goal here, but there isn't. Their end goal is to be anti a bunch of things and destroy humanity and destroy a whole structure that has been existing for hundreds of years to only then, like, you know, to only then be like, how you say it? Like, to only then have themselves be also hurt as well. They don't care. And that's the problem.
People are so damn stupid. And no, they're no man. They chose to be strong. Men need to be strong. Strong enough to help people who need it. But they don't take the responsibility.
No, they don't. They don't, man. It's like, this is kind of the problem, man. It's like, with me, it's like, yeah, again, I'm not saying that I don't have my own selfish reasons, right? I get it. You know, I am an artist. Not an artist, but, you know, I mean, like, I like art, right? So I can have more stuff to watch in the future. That's like, I want to see storytelling from a bunch of people from a ton of different perspectives. I like that kind of thing, right? You know, and obviously, you know, I want art to continue. That's why I give my hard-earned cash to these guys, right? You know, it's like...
I have personal reasons to be a superhero, but I'm still helping others with it.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, and obviously, like, I'm doing shit like this because, like, I believe that art still should be, like human art is an important thing, right? My end goal is to basically be like, hey, you know, have people appreciate art for what it was, and, you know, like, or appreciate art for being, like, not just the visual aspect, but the whole aspect. I mean, fucking, like, have it be, you know, actually understand it as a whole, right? And then not to mention, you know, like, just, if you're not gonna do that, at least be, like, a good person, right? Or, like, not even that, sorry. Like, or, sorry. I'm getting a little scatterbrained. Let's see. And then, you know, the next thing is obviously, like, fucking, you know, unfortunately, people like kinks shame like shit.
I think that motivations matter less than actions taken. You can have had the best of intentions, but commit monstrous deeds.
No, yeah. It's like, my whole thing is just trying to make sure people are just as nice as possible, and I do genuinely want to try to get people together, you know, but, like, but I don't think I'll make it there. I think that motivations matter less than actions taken. You could have had the best intentions, but commit monstrous deeds. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's just, that's the problem. These people only help people that are trying to destroy us. They only help the ultra-wealthy, and it's a problem. Sorry, I do have a quote from Markiplier here about art, though. Hold on one sec. Let me... This was a pretty solid quote. Sorry.
The people that are using generative AI to make art and bragging about it and talking about it all the time, I think that what you're going to find, and I might be wrong about this, I've been wrong about things before, but I think what you're going to find is they are going to get bored of it. because they don't actually like what it is about making
Love a good Mark
art.
quote.
Because making art is about the pursuit of getting better. It's about self-improvement. It's about seeing your own craft get better. Because making art is about the pursuit of getting better. It's about self-improvement. It's about seeing your own craft get better. It is about the finished product. I'm not going to say that it's not, but it is about the journey to learn more, to be able to finish that product. I don't want people to be...
But that's the problem too. It's also, he's using the word product as well. It's not a product. It's a, you know, sense of humanity. It's a piece of yourself. It's art.
too terribly afraid, or at the very least, I don't want people to give up on their individual artistic endeavors because they feel like it's over. I feel like now is more important than ever to embrace the real reason of why people like making things, which is because the journey of making things is so fulfilling. It has been so fulfilling for me. The actual craft of it, the making of the things, is the reason that I am driven to do anything at all.
Yeah. I 1000% agree, with this whole,
I've gotten a lot better of a blacksmith and woodworker recently, and I'm happy that I'm improving, because I put hours and a part of myself into every single item I made.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing too. You may not think this, but you are still technically an artist, right? Like your machinery and your creative works, art comes in so many different forms, dude. So many different forms. And the fact that the fact that people just want to eliminate all that is just a bad idea, right? And it's people don't really want to eliminate it. They just have a hype around something and then but don't understand the real reason why things are made the way they are. There's some things that are artifice, right? There's art and artifice.
All that matters in art is that a person made it because they wanted to.
Yeah. There's artifice and there's art. Artifice is made for just straight up things manufactured garbage, right? That technically is a need, but is something that is clearly a carbon copy of itself, like toothpaste, right? Nobody is buying toothpaste and being oh yes, I gotta make even toothpaste, I would say, is probably one of those. I'm trying to think of something. That is commonly made, like fast food, right? Fast food exists, right? I've said this millions of times, but it's you get fast food and sure, it's tasty, but I went to a restaurant yesterday instead of going to Del Taco because I wanted to taste this local restaurant's food. It's very clear that there was it's very clear that there is people there that actually care about what they make. So of course I go there, man. There's a Mexican restaurant that's nearby me that has has things of it's very clear their hours are very strange, right? They're not open for very long, but it's very clear that it's just owned by people that genuinely care about the business, right? Even if the recipe is still made by a different person, it's still the same recipe, it's still the same it's the same type of process, right? But the food matters. I get the idea that there is a lot of people that go oh well, it's like Cisco and it's all the same type of food, and if food tastes better then it's just a what do they call it, the effect, it's a placebo effect, but that's just false.
I never needed to make a basket, but I wanted to make a basket, so I did. It's not the best, but it's mine, and that's what I think art is. People making things because they care about what they're doing. Art is typo.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, agreed, man. It's the problem is a lot of times, very recently, I've seen the thing of people trying to bring up the Cisco Foods argument, right? It's oh, well, all the food comes from Cisco Foods, so it's which, yeah, that's a problem, but it's all the food comes from Cisco Foods, so it all tastes the same. When then it's just so false, because there's so many different, what you can do with raw materials? You know how many different dishes and how many different types of foods and how many different quality spices and cooking methods and fucking just the amount of possibilities you can make with raw materials is much better than what you can even if it's made from the same thing, right? We all use Adobe, or not all use Adobe. We use different products now, but beforehand, a lot of us used to have to use Adobe Flash or, you know, the same editing Adobe programs, right? A bunch of YouTubers use like, you know, use the same editing program for years. They use like the Adobe editing program. I mean, I use like Filmora and shit, right? But like a lot of people use the same programs, but that does not mean you can't make something more creative with the said
$4
product.
can buy you a single 8-foot long 2x4, and that one 2x4 board can be made into thousands of things.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. There, like, people can tell the difference when something is made with quality versus quantity. That is the very reason why people are tired with this world. Because, or like, tired with not the world, but tired with like our current, like where we currently are, like, you know, in my country, right? People are so tired of the same, like, low quality garbage over and over and over again, where it's just not made by a person like that actually genuinely cares and shouldn't be made by the same 10 companies. Like, because then the quality gets lower and they obviously go on this one board and they all discuss like how they can lower their quality by maxing profit. It's like their incentive is greed. And it's annoying. And I know that I'm a person that consumes Taco Bell sometimes. I get that. But I don't just consume Taco Bell. I consume actual Mexican food sometimes. Like, I go to a restaurant, like, on occasion. I'm not
The ingredients matter less than the result. I've made some
like-
amazing things from whatever scrap I could find on my pickup patrols.
trying to remember the fucking taco place. The place that's called the fucking... Hold on. I'll remember the name of the place. I know that I'm probably fucking exposing myself here. No, I don't want to say the place, but I'll say it later. I'll probably put it out later, but it's just like, I go to... Well, it's a Twitch stream. It's fine. Nobody cares. Sorry. Go to like a Google. I need to actually figure out what the name of the place is. Hold on. I'm here. Sorry, give me one sec. Not that, not that, not there.
I've got a local place called Berto's Burritos, and they make some damn good
There we
food.
go. Elmer's Tacos. That place, it's been fucking taste amazing, dude. It's a local it's a local restaurant, you know, and it is just like, and it's been owned by like the same family for a while, dude. Like, and it's very clear that they're using grandma's recipe, and the food tastes better than any fast food I've been to, obviously, right? It's very clear I can taste the difference between a fucking burrito from there and a burrito from fucking Taco Bell, okay? You know, art is such a beautiful fucking thing, and it comes in many forms. People are so tired.
Hey, Kohler, how have you been since I last saw you?
Hi, how you doing, phones? How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it did well for you. Yeah, I mean, just art is such a beautiful fucking thing, you know? Like, I mean, not beautiful thing. Yeah, it's just like, it is. It's a beautiful fucking thing. And it's annoying.
Local food is almost always better than a big chain, because the people making it actually care about what they're doing.
Exactly, dude. It's like, the problem is when there's just these guys that just try to, like, destroy art. They're literally destroying humanity. Because, like, that just means, like, when you just only hate on things constantly, and you just don't actually help people with what they do. Like, there's a bar that I go to that's clearly a local bar, and it's like, and I don't really go there to drink. I'm like, I go there for, like, the karaoke thing. I don't really go there to drink, but I buy a beer anyway. Because it's like, I buy a beer anyway because it's very clear that the whole point is, like, that place has to stay in business because it is a safe space for homosexual people. It is very clear. Like, they are very, like, judgment free. Like, there's a lot of, like, you know, there's a lot of,
The
like...
oldest thing humanity has done is make art. We're a creative species by nature.
Exactly. Not only are we a creative thing, but just there's the clearness by this point of the Gamergate crowd are people that don't care about art. They don't care about, not just art, they don't care about humanity. They're anti-human. They don't they're so anti everything, and they want to destroy everything, and just like let us be ruled by fucking like the worst type of things on the planet. They're not people, they're machines, and they're clearly wanting to be machines. They admit that shit, right? These constant churning greed machines that just like want to destroy humanity. And it's like, why do you want that? You know, it's very clear that these guys are just the bad guys. You know, all the stories were just true. There are just people that, they're just not people. There are like behaved
I don't like humanity at
slaves.
times, but I do everything I can to keep them here, because every life has value.
Exactly, dude. It's just like, there's a reason why these types of things exist. There are terrible things in the world. Why would you want to make it worse? Why do you want to destroy communities that care about each other? You know, I get that certain communities can be fucking rash sometimes, but why care if they're not harming your own community and they're harming corporations? I've said this many times, but it's like, you know...
The world isn't kind, but I can be.
No, exactly, dude. It's like, I get that there's a lot of people that get violent and burn down corporations, but it's a corporation. It's soulless. Why, like, if that place gets burned down, then there's other places, then you can build it back up with something that people care about. But people forget that. You know, it's important to have things that you care about in your local community stay above ground. Because if those people are able to stay there, you leave a little bit of humanity left. You know, I know I work for a corporation, but it's like, you know, I know I work for a corporation and like, you know, on freaking, you know, fortunately have a customer service job that I work for a corporation. But like, you know, it's like there's a lot of other local places around me that people care about more, right? Corporations just are very much getting less and less, like they're obviously not popular anymore, and they shouldn't be. We shouldn't be going to Walmarts, right? We should have other like grocery stores, people that actually have like, you know, people have more passion about like, you know, fresh food and veggies and fresh like ingredients, right? Things that, you know, money shouldn't be like everything, like currency you shouldn't have like a ton of currency just to have like the best life, just to have like a life to survive and, you know, have like a decent life. You know, we're not here, you know.
Yo, I'm sorry I just got here, but I have school TMR, so I'm just gonna pass out to this stream.
All right, you have good night, phones. We don't have to have like, okay, I was gonna show you this quote real quick, but if you're actually if you're sleeping, then that's fine. We don't have to have like a million bad things like all the time. The world sucks, but it only sucks because of the bad people.
Show me.
Oh, okay, here, let me show you. This is just a quote from Markiplier. If you ever feel like
I want to know.
if you ever feel like down in the dumps and don't want to draw, you know, just watch this.
The people that are using generative AI to make art and bragging about it and talking about it all the time, I think that what you're going to find, and I might be wrong about this, I've been wrong about things before, but I think what you're going to find is they are
Folks need heroes,
going to
Chief,
get bored
to give them hope. So smile, would you, while we still have
because
something
they
to smile
don't
about.
actually
That one guy
like
from Halo.
what it is about making art. Because making art is about the pursuit of getting better. It's about self-improvement. It's about seeing your own craft get better. Because making art is about the pursuit of getting better. It's about self-improvement. It's about seeing your own craft get better. It is about the finished product. I'm not going to say that it's not, but it is about the journey to learn more, to be able to finish that product. I don't want people to be...
And again, not product. You shouldn't think of it like a product, because a product is artifice, not art.
too terribly afraid, or at the very least, I don't want people to give up on their individual artistic endeavors because they feel like it's over. I feel like now is more important than ever to embrace the real reason of why people like making things, which is because the journey of making things is so fulfilling. It has been so fulfilling for me. The actual craft of it, the making of the things, is the reason that I am driven to do anything at all.
It's beautiful, man. It's like, that's such a good way to phrase like why just art, or like art is more important, and just AI cannot do that. it is a piece of humanity, right? That is the, this is the reason why, like, that's a perfect way to describe it, phones. Like, this is the reason why that's why I like your stuff, like, this is why I have this page, right? This is why I have this Discord. It's for my own selfish gain, but it's true, I love your guys' art, man. I love everything you guys post. I love the personality in absolutely everything. Like, I love how much you guys, like, put into just being creative, right? Like, even if it just this right here, like, I know that this is probably just a bunch of, like, extra asset stuff, but, like, I mean, look at this, man. Like, I mean, it's gorgeous, right? Like, it's human. Like, this character looks fly as hell, but it's like, it's just the pose, the design, the hair, the character's got, like, extra piercings and stuff, right? Like, the character just doesn't look like fly as hell, but they look like it just has personality, man. It's not soulless. I mean, every single piece of art you guys make is just so fucking awesome. And I appreciate that you guys like fucking do this stuff, man. It's just like I can't just not look at it all the time, right? I wish I could be a person that that could actually make human creativity. I accidentally muted the chat. My bad. Sorry. Please move on. Cool, Mark. My Minecraft archaeology video. Yes. Yeah, phones. I mean, shoot. I appreciate everything you guys do, man. It's just beautiful, man. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just great. Like, it feels awesome just looking at this stuff time and time again. You guys, like, it may not seem like it, but you guys give me hope.
It's just human. Humanity has always been a creative species. We by nature make things.
Yeah, like, I can die happy knowing the fact that, like, I know this may sound crazy, but I can at least die happy knowing the fact that there is people out there still making stuff, even in a dark time. And it's great. And even like I said, just a lot of you guys are like around the world, man. And it's great. It's fantastic. And I just like really wish I could like look at this, man. I should have actually been careful because this is actually like a seizure warning thing, but dude, this is awesome. Like, it's so gorgeous, man. Like, I can't fucking I can't, dude. Like, it's so human. And it's like you want to replace, and that's the thing, not you, but a lot of these guys that are just so hateful and want to be anti-everything, they just want to replace this with machines.
I'm just some farm kid from rural Idaho, but I make things, and I chose to help people.
Exactly, dude. It's like they want to replace this shit with machines, dude. And that's just not cool. It's like, why?
I posted new art.
Ooh, fucking holy shit. God damn, dude. God damn. I'm kind of curious.
Very nice. That's impressive.
What's the scale mean, if you don't mind me asking? This is fucking so cool, dude. It's cool as hell. I love the swirl eye, too. I do, like, your art style is always fucking awesome, dude. I love it. God, man. This is fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah, just never give in to fucking AI, bros. Or never give in to fucking machinery. Don't give in to algorithms, right? Like, I get the idea. There's some things where you need to do to survive, but don't sell yourself out, like, too much, Because your artistic integrity is what makes you human. Get the idea, there's points where you can, not saying that you can't work for companies or something like that, but just realize, doesn't mean, just realize that it's like, it's still, don't don't completely just give yourself away to machinery. Don't just let them win, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it, but, you know.
Oh, it's a representation of having carry a lot of weight on your back, friends' emotions, and in general a lot of mental disorder stuff. So yeah.
Oh. How come it's a scale then? Instead of like a scale, like a right and left scale. Instead of like a, or like
You have nothing to worry about. I'm no sellout.
like a judicial like scale instead of maybe like let's see, carrying a lot of weight on my back. I would say probably, sorry, I'm not trying to critique too much, but I don't know if you care about my criticism. I would say maybe in the future with your next art piece, if you're gonna draw something like this, I would say probably have it where you have like actual like things on your back that like feels like you're actually like, rather than, because this is more like a justice system kind of thing. This is kind of more what people do this with, and this would be more like if you were talking about like world needs balance kind of thing. This is more of like if you actually are trying to talk about like world balance, you know, because the scales are the same weight. So I think of this as like, oh well, I'm like, you know,
Cougsin, this was a more bad art case, but it wasn't so bad, so I showed it.
No, that's fair. That's fair enough. I was getting more of like a see, and this is the beautiful thing about art too. See, I was seeing it at a different perspective. I was seeing it as like the world needs balance, you know. You need balance in life, you know, because if you don't, you'll go crazy, you know. I don't know. But that also works. Or that, you know, yeah. See, beautiful thing. Art is a beautiful thing. See, like even I thought of something completely different, and even then, like I took art in a different way, and it's a great thing, right? This makes us human, man. Just a prime example, man.
Yeah, no, it's more of me dealing with my friends and how it feels like there's a new problem each and every day. I saw something more like you being pulled in different directions in life, and struggling to decide which way to go.
Yeah. See? Yeah, and that's different, right? I saw more of like you need balance in life, but that's also that's also pretty good too, Sen. Sorry, I know like literally the artist is telling us something else, but like obviously I'm clearly putting on my little Frenchman beret and like, this art. Hold on, let me get the fucking music real quick. Hold on. One moment. Hold on. One moment. See if I could grab it real quick.
I'm being the classic English teacher right now.
This one right here. I'm being clearly like the weird Frenchman, where I'm like, yes, this art piece shows, like putting on the beret, like, yes, this art piece shows the difference between what do you call it? Between that you need life balance. Well, like the fucking artist is like, no, that's not what's going on. Oh yes, the fine palette, the intense colors show the struggle of trying to handle too much in life, and you need balance of your mental state. Well, no, it's actually more about you can see the very beautiful pinks and reds in the, you know, with the struggle of life. Okay. You could see that this talks about the balance, that you need balance in life. Yes, and we got another sketch piece right here talking about the emotional baggage you have to deal with, the constant looming thoughts around your tormented day, trying to handle the many terrible thoughts going on in your head of the self-doubt. Well, this is more about like, you know, it's something that this is more about like how I can't sleep very well. As you can see, the very art piece right here shows that. Okay, anyway. All right, I'm done. All right, I'm done. Sorry, I just had to. It was just really fucking fun. Sorry, I just like yeah. That's how I'm definitely doing that right now. I am being the obnoxious beret motherfucker. But I'd rather be the obnoxious beret motherfucker.
Well, here I am actually. This is of 9UT self-hate.
Yeah, exactly. So fucking good.
I too was being the pretentious bastard.
Me too. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's good, you know, as ironic as it is, you know, sometimes that appealing to the pretentious bastard is us, I guess. You know. Apparently, for some odd reason, we just love being, we just, love putting putting a different meaning to something when the artist is like, what do you call it? When the artist is like fucking, is like telling us what it's actually about. I don't know. When we talk about Gusto's, anyone can cook. As you can tell, anyone can make a beautiful art piece if you relax with your, I don't know.
I just saw something different from the intended message, and that is okay.
Yeah. Different from the intended message. Exactly. That's what art's supposed to do, though. You're supposed to see different things, you know. At least it's not like shitpost meme me where it's like, it's literally just straightforward. It's pretty clear what it's about.
20 here. There's a new archaeology feature. Well,
Huh?
since I'm a professional archaeologist, would you all be interested in me going after one of these buried ruins and excavating it like an actual archaeologist would? Heck yeah, I can do that.
We are so, wow, this is the most modern thing I've seen. Archaeologists playing
I
Minecraft?
can totally do that. Matter of fact, let's do that right now. Hey everyone, and
Yo, Phone,
welcome
your
to a
emotions are
special
ass. Your art is
episode
ass.
of an archaeologist.
Alright, shut up. Oh, sorry. I thought a bot came in here. I'm sorry. Or I thought like some fucking... I am so sorry. I thought you were like I thought you were one of like the AI guys like jumping in here. Like fucking... I thought you were one of like...
LMAO.
I thought you were one of the AI guys in here. I was like, yeah, fucking... I thought you were like a troll coming in here just to like shit on you. I was like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Not you. Oh my god, sorry. Wow, that just came out of nowhere. I legitimately like see you see how much
That's kind of funny. No, I am my own troll.
I guess, yeah. I legitimately like you see like that's how you know your art is good is when I'm like fucking is when I'm like really willing to like tell like a fucking AI hoe to shut the fuck up. See, I care. Yeah. I was like, damn it. Damn, you really got me on that
Fine,
one.
I'll do it myself. The purple alien.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I legitimately was like, I was legitimately about to be like, yeah, go shut up. What do you do in your life? Not you, but the what I thought was the AI troll dude. That's crazy. Anyway.
Just plays Minecraft. My name is Daskalos, and I'm a professional archaeologist and certified interpretive guide.
The fact that an archaeologist is playing Minecraft is kind of insane to think about. That is wild to think about. Like this is the cool thing about like YouTube sometimes is when you find people that just genuinely do certain things as a job. And this is kind of the reason why like sometimes it is very hard to beat out like certain people when it comes to like making videos because like I know this sounds crazy. Like it is fantastic.
He's using it to demonstrate the process of archaeology.
Oh, 1000%, yeah. Don't get me wrong. It is full-blown fantastic to, like... It is fantastic that we are seeing, like, professionals, like, show us some, like, really cool things in, like, an easier to, like, you know, consume way, if that makes sense. Like an easier, approachable way of, like, understanding what field they're in, right? The unfortunate thing is... these guys also heavily outperform anybody that has like that's just like some random dude on the internet because like unfortunately these guys like
I say picking up a pencil and drawing knowing damn well by the time I'm done stream's gonna be over.
I say picking up a pencil and drawing knowing damn well that by the time I'm done stream's gonna be over. Probably. That's all right.
This is the first video in a series that I watched with great interest as it uploaded.
Damn. Oh, this dude made a series out of it? Yeah, like this is what I mean though. Like, yeah, these videos, man. God, I love these videos, but fuck, man. God, are these guys really hard to like? Are these guys really hard to like outbeat, man? Because it's like you like because if you're sharing like a recommended page with like a freaking archaeologist, I'm like, bro, I can't beat that. What the hell? It's like, oh yeah, let's see. Do I want to click on like a video that an archaeologist like actually is gonna tell me like some real educational stuff, like, you know, throughout, like, you know, in a game that I understand, or am I gonna click on the shit post? Like, duh, I'm gonna click on the fucking. Of course, I'm gonna click on the fucking archaeologist.
I have a great recommend page.
Of course, I'm gonna click on the fucking professional that knows what he's doing, right? Like, there's that one. That's the reason why, like, that one dude, that fucking what was his name? The guy that handles like dead bodies. Like, that guy, like, straight up was so popular for so long. I can't remember his name, but he was like giving people like a brief like he was giving like he was answering questions from like an embalmer. That's what he's called, I think. Embalming. He's an embalmer, and like and he was answering questions like of like what he did for his job, and I was like, God, that's so fucking interesting. Like, dude, what the hell, man? That dude is like so like, I'm like, how am I supposed to beat that?
That mortuary guy. I think I've seen him before.
Yes, the mortuary guy. Yes, dude, honestly. Yeah, like that dude like got so like, it's like, what, like, how am I supposed to beat that? How the hell am I supposed to like beat that? Dude, like, I'm lucky that this guy like probably, you know, goes back to his normal job later, but jeez, man. Like, the days sometimes is just like a spin of the wheel. I'm like, okay, it's like I can beat out like
My recommendation page is just so much doom and despair. Why erase so much drama videos and then maybe an underrated animator?
Well, yeah, you have to, so how you change your algorithm is you have to like just kind of force yourself to look at, you have to look at, how you say it, even, you have to scroll a bit and just kind of, you know, go for more videos that you want to watch rather than watching drama. Because if you watch drama, YouTube is going to give you more drama. But if you watch like things like, how you say, if you watch like, I don't know, like for me, I literally just like went back to watching like a bunch of gaming videos, and now I have just a bunch of gaming videos on my recommended now, and it's great. I love it, dude. Like, I have so many gamers.
How can you be an actual professional teaching people about what they do? The short answer is you don't. You eventually become that over time.
Let's see, how do you beat an actual professional teaching people about what they can do? The short answer is you don't eventually become that over time. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, right? I'm never going to be an archaeologist, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that I do beat him out in. This guy, you know, if he, like, this guy pretty much is never going to quit his archaeology job to be a YouTuber. Never going to happen, right? Never, ever, ever going to happen, right? But, you know, so that means he will post less frequently, because he has a job already, right? A lot of these people already have jobs that they care about and jobs that they've been doing for years, and they'd rather do that job than actually like be a YouTuber, if that makes any sense. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like a lot of people have realized that being a content creator is already near impossible now, and realize that it has like so much like it's oversaturated as hell now. So people kind of just don't want to do that, like don't want to do it. Like, a lot of people have real jobs. I know that sounds bad, but people have like real jobs, don't want to do that shit, which is completely fair, right? So it's like, you know, because I'm like, nobody wants to change being
He's entertaining, and I mainly just watch him for the educational value.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this dude is never going, like, this dude has like a job that's stable and like, and something that he really enjoys. So like, why would he quit his job to become like a YouTuber? The answer is he won't. He never will. You know. And that's the benefit. Like, I may like upload more, or may like not even upload more, but I may make like, one, things that are vastly different, but two, it gives me room to like also be like, okay, well, this guy's not going to be around for a while, so if I post something, then people are going to look at my stuff as well, right? So it's like, it gives people breathing room, right? Now, again, it's an oversaturated place, but again, I beat out slop creators. Simple as that, right? Like, if I, like, maybe not with what I've been posting now, but like, you know, with art, it always does well. It always wins against, like, you know, sorry. Oh, isn't, I'm gonna call it, I don't know, like, I beat out a lot of those, like, drama channels and, like, reaction channels like hell, right? They post a lot, but the funny thing is, the one thing that people don't
I'm making
realize...
Artslop RN.
Yeah, the irony is people also forget about the fact that it's like, yeah, if I pop up compared to all of these slop channel, like all these reaction channels...
Anyway, yeah, can we watch the video? I was excited to show you folks.
Yeah, sorry. If I pop up to a bunch of reaction channels... Sorry, I'm like, I know I was like talking about him being an archaeologist. Sorry, I'll finish this off and then I'll finish off like what I'm saying and then we'll move on. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm always going to win against reaction channels. Obviously, not on the stream, but like the art videos will always beat those out, and that's completely fine. All right.
A while back, I asked the community if you would be interested in seeing an archaeologist go through the archaeology feature of 1.20. The idea being that I would excavate one of the trail
Sorry, one sec. Charge. Okay, isn't charging.
ruins in the way that a professional archaeologist would do in the real world. And the response I got was overwhelmingly yes. So here we are, in a brand new 1.20 world. This is a random seed being played in creative mode with non-hostile enemies, as the last thing I would want is to be excavating and have a creeper fall in on me and blow up half of my site.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely fair, because I mean, to be fair, real things exist. If there was, unfortunately, like, maybe like there probably is an archaeology mod. It's kind of unfortunate that he didn't like install a mod that was like, that only has like maybe real creatures, and therefore he didn't have to deal with it. I guess that's, you know, then that wouldn't be the point if you were like a mod. Well, I don't know. If you got a mod, I don't know. That would actually be kind of interesting. I don't know. This guy like downloads like an archaeology mod.
He has a reason to do vanilla only.
Oh, does he? Okay. I don't know. I was really thinking about
He says it in the video.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Believe it or not, we actually don't have to deal with that in the real world. So let me grab the seed real quick and I'll be right
I mean, why doesn't he delete creepers then?
back.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I'm back. Here is the world seed if you would like to check
He
it.
doesn't understand programming, duh. Why the hell would I even...
Add.
I'm trying to like act like it's like, well, why doesn't he do this? He's not a fucking gamer. He's a fucking archaeologist. Why am
Ads.
I doing that? Of course. Um,
Add over.
okay. Yeah, I'm like, for some odd reason, I'm like, why didn't he actually, how do you say it? Why didn't he actually, try to, like, snip off the, or not snip off, he didn't, not snip off. I'm like, yeah, why didn't he just, like, delete the code that creepers are? But I guess, to be fair, he probably doesn't know anything about that code, so... And, like, you know, it's fair.
Get out and follow along. But let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's
So
just
I'm in
jump
an
into it.
old-growth
Okay.
birch forest biome, which is supposed to have one of the new trail ruin structures that are part of version 1.20. Now, in the real world,
1.20? Isn't that like a really old Minecraft, or am I wrong? I remember like 1.20 when that was like a... Wait, hold on. Am I like thinking about this wrong? No, 1.20 is a new one. Never mind. Okay.
assuming this is American archaeology, we would start what is known as the Section 106 process, which I'll have to modify for this game. But to give you an
It's an older
idea of
version,
what
but it's fairly
Section
new.
106 is, it is the blueprint in which cultural resource management firms follow when doing archaeology in America. The first few steps will be modified because I can't really check in with any stakeholders.
Wait, what are they doing in that? Hold on one second.
We would start what is known as the Section 106 process, which I'll have to modify for this game. But to give you an idea of what Section 106 is, it is the blueprint in which cultural resource management firms follow when doing archaeology in America. The first few steps will be modified
crazy.
because I can't really check in with any stakeholders for the area, and I
Systems.
can't really do any research. Though checking the seed map to see where ruins are could be considered research, which I've done, by the way. So now that I know where things kind of are, I'm going to do a systematic survey of the area.
Oh. It's gonna be a lot of walking then. Is he gonna be looking for a cave, or... Well, I guess that's just regular Minecraft if you do that. Bummer. Kinda wish I would see what he is doing, but whatever. Wait, what?
The way a survey works is like this. I'm going to walk in a completely straight line looking in front of me and to the sides for any evidence of an archaeological site. When I reach the end
Oh, okay.
of the zone that I'm going to be looking through, I'm going to shift over a certain amount of blocks and come
Oh, is he gonna, like, look for those structures? Is that kind of like what archaeology would be, I
back
guess?
the
I
other
don't know.
way,
Maybe.
in a straight line, doing the same thing. Survey in the real world is very similar to this. The surveys that I've worked have consisted of us walking in a straight line at a certain distance apart from each other and scanning the ground for evidence of archaeological sites. In certain parts of the country, this would include stopping every so often and digging a small hole to see if there are any artifacts that come up.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Jeez. I mean, he should probably also, like, kind of have a shovel or something. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. But, I don't know. Just because it would just be funny, but...
Archaeology is a tedious process,
Damn.
but I find it interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean... It is kind of crazy to think about, like, this is just kind of what they do. I mean, I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't be, like... I mean, it's obviously still going to be really complicated, but it's, like... It is kind of interesting. It's like, yeah, just, like, walk in a straight line until you find something, like, important, and then, like... And then congratulations, you know... It's like, congratulations, you know, you found something. I'm like, wow. That really just is the life. Like, he did say he has to, like, dig from time to time, but I mean, yeah. Just imagine doing that as a job, man. That sounds insane. And you gotta, like, watch out for, like, every fucking creature, because, like, you could be sent to places that just are much more dangerous. God. God, the amount of danger you would be in, too. Yeah, because, I mean, like, fucking what? There'd be, like, so many creatures, like, around everywhere, and, like, you just wouldn't know sometimes. Like, big, like, depending on where you're at, like, certain animals just, like, out for survival. Oh, God. I love how I'm, like, you know, freaking out about touching grass. Yes, I know, I'm freaking out about, like, being out in, like, you know, the wild. I apologize, but the wild is scary, you know? Wild animals are very scary, alright?
I shudder to imagine how archaeology works in the Amazon jungle.
Oh yeah, dude. Honestly, I can't, dude, yeah. The Amazon rainforest? Yeah, there's a reason why we haven't explored all of it. Well, you know, before it got burned down, but, you know. The Amazon rainforest is fucking terrifying, dude. Yeah, I know, dude. Like, there's so much death that happens there that I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You know. Like, because how many human beings died before, like, 2023? Before it started burning? Let's see.
Alright, I seem to have found the beginnings of the trail ruins. Now, we are at an advantage here in that I kind of know the roundabout size of this thing already. And we're going to skip a few more steps in the Section 106 process and assume that excavation is needed. That's right. Excavation is not always the answer when encountering an archaeological site. But for this one, we're going to go with excavation. And the first step is clearing the area.
Huh. What? Oh. I do like how this dude is using, like, it is interesting that he's, like, using, like, panning shots, like, he's, like, you know, editing, like, other things in here. I don't know. I don't know, I expected it to be a little less professional. I mean, he's using very basic things, but still.
mentioned earlier that excavation is not always needed, and there's a reason for that. Keep in mind, excavation
keep the
is
environment
a destructive
decent.
process.
Yeah.
You can't put the dirt back in the same way it came out.
No.
So we have to really pick and choose our battles. Sometimes, moving the project so as not to disturb the archaeological remains is the best plan of action.
I really, like, you know, we really need to explain this to certain people because, like, this is kind of the thing, man. I've said this a million times before, but, it's like, this is the reason, like, we have so many people that, like, that get mad when, like, scientists make mistakes, but this is the reason why, dude. It's like, there's sometimes it will fucking happen. And it's like, people really just need to, like, watch, like, this feels, like, important to have people know, because if people just don't, like, let scientists make mistakes sometimes and let, like, blunders happen, then we just don't have progress. Like, it's very clear that this dude is explaining a lot of it, right? He's explaining
Human
like,
error is inherent to science.
yeah, he's explaining like the reason, like, or he's explaining why, you know, excavation isn't like a good thing all the time, right? But like sometimes it does happen, and sometimes there's errors, and there is devastation. But again, there's a reason why it exists, because you might discover something very fucking important, like very important to humanity, you know. It's like, archaeology is quite an important thing, you know, it shows our history. Like, and it's just annoying because people, like, hear stuff like this, and their immediate response is like, oh yeah, fuck these guys. Oh yeah, God, they can't believe they destroyed all this. I can't believe they destroyed, like, the whole area, and we wasted our tax dollars on it. We wasted fucking, I mean, I don't know if that's, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, you know, it's like, yeah, well, like, it's not a fucking waste if there was something that could have been discovered. There's coulda, shoulda, woulda, but again, coulda, shoulda, woulda, in this kind of circumstance, would have been important. It's like, there's sometimes shit happens, and that's okay. It's like, it's okay, mistakes
People quit
happen.
remembering the word trial and error.
Yeah, dude, honestly, and it sucks, but again, like, I would rather have my money be wasted on something that, like, I would rather have my money be wasted on something that, like, that could have been important than wasting it on fucking making billionaires richer. Like, you see how that, like, you see the weirdness? Oh, yeah, well, it costs like $1.2 billion to excavate, like, this whole area. Well, fucking who cares? Right? Oh, well, like, it's like it costs $1.2 million to excavate this area. Well, I mean, and they found nothing. Darn. You know, I get, you know, man, I guess, the $10 billion that we use, like, you know, we use to fucking blow up children, like, I guess is a better use of it. Oh, wait, it's not? Darn. Fucking Christ, man. Sorry, I'm still mad about the fact that, like, that we wasted $11 billion on war.
And would you rather there have been a site there that's important and we didn't find it?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm still very mad the fact that we wasted $11 billion on war. Which, by the way, for the $11 billion that we wasted on this fucking pointless war that we're a part of, just saying, it only basically at max it would have cost $9 billion to to power the entire United States with power plants. Not fucking joking you. Like nuclear power plants. Like, just sit for that for just a moment. You know, you really want to have, like, a reason why we should be pissed. That's why we should be pissed. We literally, like, wasted all of our, like, energy budget, which is insane. We could have built 2,500 power plants to basically power our entire country and never have to worry about that shit ever again. So, you know. So, yeah. Sorry. I get frustrated when, like, people, like, just, you know, it's like they will never be able to say anything again. It's like they want to be all pissed about modern science not being able, like, you know, like, they can never say this shit again where we, you know, waste too much money on anything, because guess what? $11 billion, they voted for this shit. Sorry. Anyway, I'm done. Sorry. Just had to bring that up.
Inescapable color cutscene. Politics.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I just had to, man. I'm like fucking like it just is such a good point, right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you find any fucking MAGA head that tries to say like I'm sorry, I'm just giving you guys a cheat
okay.
code. Yeah, I'm giving you guys a cheat code. If a MAGA head ever like says anything to you about like anything,
Politics attack once again.
sorry, yes, I had to. Sorry. I'm like, just say like if any MAGA head basically tells you like anything, just be like, oh yeah, well guess what? We wasted $11.9 billion that we could have spent, and literally that would have been able to power, or that would have been able to build 2,500 nuclear power plants that could have powered the entire country. So like because the max it would have cost is 9 billion. So anyway, I'm done. I'll stop. I know you guys have MAGA heads that you deal with, like, so I told this specifically to you guys because I can't remember who it was here. Like, I know Phones has one, but yeah. Hello, how are you doing? Prior Love Cannon, or posterior Love Cannon? How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. The hell's the fucking laughing thing? Sorry, we're listening to person.
I'm big ASF.
Baked as fuck. That makes sense. Yeah, it's okay. Been there before.
Wow, politics in front of my Luca drawing. For shame. Replying to posterior Love Cannon. Hello, creature. Good morning. Since it's 2:04 a.m.
Yeah, sorry. I had to give you guys that information.
At least where I am.
Yeah, 2:04 a.m. Gotcha. Now that a new person's here, I guess I'll.
It's also 2 a.m.
Yeah, I guess since a new person's here, I guess I'll stream a little longer. I was gonna wait until Phones was done with their drawing first, but I don't know if they're ready yet. If they're ready for it to be the next drawing, we'll probably go till this video's done. But yeah, no, sorry, we're listening to an archaeologist, basically like how archaeology works, and he was explaining it through Minecraft. I know that sounds really weird, but like kind of cringe sounding, but it's fucking very interesting.
I'll be here until you decide it's done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep working. I'm on the outline and quotes and stuff.
Okay.
Oh yes, I took classes on archaeology.
Oh yeah? No shit. Okay. We're kind of near the end of the video now, but I don't know.
Now that the brush and trees have been cleared out, let's go ahead and grid out the excavation area.
This dude's kind of not very good at sound balancing though, but that's okay. It's whatever. Jesus. Sorry, yeah, we're kind of probably near the end of it, so...
Shit is a pain in the ass with the amount of documentation needed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, he explained that to us. I was like, it sounds fucking nuts.
I'm going to use some redstone dust to make the grids because it lays flat on the blocks and doesn't take a whole one up. Now, the reason we divide the site up into grids is so that we can keep track of where everything is coming from. That way, we can not only map the site correctly, but we can also collect data on context.
That's so interesting. Like, there's
a whole process, and I can send the next video in the series until PH0NES is done.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, the fact that like, I don't know. I know he was gonna explain it with like a map and stuff, or if he says it with like a map and stuff. But I'm like, that makes sense. It's just kind of crazy to think about. Like, I know that that's usually like a system that a lot of things use. Like they use it with like fish and stuff. But man, I don't know. It's so interesting the amount of things we've learned that like use a grid system like this. It's because it's more than just like archaeology. It's just like a bunch of things that use it, and it like really just shows you how what do you call it? Really shows you like how important like that system is. You know.
You see, if I were to come to you with a dollar bill that I found on the ground and asked you what you could tell me about the person who owned it last, you'd need to know some things more than just the fact that it was a dollar.
Oh yeah.
Context tells the story of the artifact, its relation to the site, and ultimately, context is the intrinsic value of an artifact to an archaeologist.
That makes
The connections
sense.
we make between the material remains of a site tell us significantly more than just a single item alone.
Yeah, and people dedicate their whole fucking lives to this kind of stuff, and it's like so fucking interesting listening to an archaeologist when they find something to Like every time, like I mean, this is the reason why most of humanity is like super interested in these guys too, because it's like if they do find something and they talk about it, it's fucking like you can listen to them for hours, dude. Like I don't like it. I don't know. And it's always kind of goofy. It's always really goofy too, because you obviously have like the really dumb people like me that are like, they're like, it did thing like from like I asked like a really dumbass fucking question. Like I'll
I
ask
could
like,
listen to this man for hours.
yeah, dude, honestly. Well, that's the thing is, it's very interesting when there's like some huge discovery that always happens, man, because there's always dumbasses like us that are so interested in it, but because we're like too fucking stupid, it's just very clear that like, you know, I'm so glad that there are just people that explain this, man. That's why I wish professionals like just kind of didn't have their shit messed with. You know, they're like, I just kind of wish that they fucking, like, I wish they kind of just didn't have all these fucking funding cuts. Yeah, that would be great. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, I need to breathe. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop with I'm trying to stop with the politics. I promise I'm trying. It's just...
Whoa, Color. Calm down.
I know, dude. I'm just like, I'm so fucking... I'm not like...
You're scaring me.
I'm sorry. I'm not angry. I'm just like, I'm not angry. I'm just like fucking... Oh...
I think that the military should get funding cuts, if anything.
God, fuck, man. I think a lot of things need. I think politicians need funding cuts because, fuck, dude. God. They're missing shit like this now, man. God, I wish we still had. Like, God, I just really, really fucking hate that. God, fucking tax dollars were going to shit like this. It was so fucking cool, but fuck us, I guess. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Tony gets fucking murdered by Color's politics.
Context.
Yeah, sorry.
Well,
Oh, gee.
you're just looting.
Wait, sorry, what? Hold on, what did you say?
Back to an archaeologist. The connections we make between the material remains of a site tell us significantly more than just a single item alone. Without context, well, you're just looting.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough, because if you're just gonna steal something, that is fair. I guess that does make sense too, because if just like certain people find really, like, you know, important things that probably could be worth a lot, yeah, you are just straight up looting if you're not like doing it for educational purposes. You know, very big difference, I guess. That makes sense. Not I guess, that it does make sense, so. Yeah. It is very nice to just have something in a museum versus just having it, you know, basically be sold around everywhere. God, I can't imagine, like, I didn't even think about this fact. Just imagine, like, being, like, I can't imagine what's like being an archaeologist nowadays, where it's like, where you just, like, see all these, like, people, like, steal, like, take shit all the time, right? Like, from, like, very important spots, right? I can't imagine what it is like being a person that, like, that took something important, and then, like, as an archaeologist, you see it, like, up on, like, fucking eBay. And like somebody's like, oh yeah, give me like thousands of dollars for this really important artifact made, like, you know, owned by this ancient Egyptian tomb. Or owned by like, or, you know, here's this thing that's like people haven't discovered for like 100 years, and like they, you know, was lost for 100 years. Yeah, let me be some dipshit on eBay and like sell it to you for, you know, for like thousands of dollars because you can't have it, you know, for history. Like, and then the fucking high posh fucking rich people, then it becomes like millions of dollars, and then there's the posh rich fucker that's like, oh yes, I bought this thing for $1 million for in this glass container, and nobody can go in it because it's in my super wealthy mansion, in my giant gold mansion around my gold plated toilet seat. Go fuck yourself, fucking rich people. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I know I keep bringing this shit up, but like, I've given this fact before about like, yeah, it really does fucking suck. It really does suck probably when that shit does happen. I can't imagine what it's like being an archaeologist. Just, that has to be so fucking frustrating to watch that shit be passed from
The
person to
existence
person.
of private collections is some bullshit.
Dude, honestly, it fucking sucks when like there's people, like probably people that find something really good, and like, and it could be in a museum, but instead they just get it, like, but instead some posh motherfucker buys it for like millions of dollars, you know. Just like, it sucks, dude. It sucks. Anyway. Ugh.
So there it is. The prep work is done. I don't know which way the site goes, and I'm hoping it goes this way or this way. But I guess we'll find out.
Huh.
Anyways, you may have noticed I put a fence up around the site, and that's because the passive mobs were spawning in and getting in my way and driving me crazy.
That's fair.
I've worked at a few sites that have needed fencing to keep the occasional wandering animal.
I have a fragment of a Triceratops
and,
tooth, but I didn't
well,
take it. It was given to me by a paleontologist.
I have a fragment of a Triceratops tooth. Badass, dude. But I didn't take it. No! It was given to me by a paleontologist. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, no, why did you not take it? Okay, that's badass, dude. That's so badass. I was about to say it. I was like, no, why did you not take it? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's badass, dude. I'm so glad that you have that. God, that's so fucking cool, man. You should show us.
the occasional wandering person out. So it's not that far off from reality.
No, why did you not take it, Zendo?
Anyways, I think that'll do it for now. For next
No, he took it. I just almost like freaking went wild. Okay. I think
You
that
think I'm
was-
crazy enough to refuse an actual
ground on
fossil?
this site and
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. How young were you?
see what we find. But
I
it's-
mean, when you're young, like there's certain things that like that you don't realize are valuable. Like I've done that many times before. Where I've when I've refused something and I didn't realize how important it was. For example, I used to have a
I got it last year, so I was definitely old enough to know how important it is.
yeah, for example, I used to have a very important family heirloom. That is, you know, I have a very important family heirloom that is basically something that somebody would kill for. I don't have it anymore. Well, actually, not kill for, I guess, anymore, but something that is, I don't have it anymore. And I gave it to a family member. But it's this, they call it the, what do you call it? It's called the blood candy skull. It is a ancient Egyptian, freaking skull that was ruby, or that like has like a bunch of like diamonds and like
I also have an almost intact
very-
fossil of a fish. All it's missing is the tail.
like very important, like very high value rubies and like gold pieces. It's like embezzled in like very important.
Well, I don't have anything cool and awesome, but I do have an old plush that was a Mons that is basically lost media, and you can only find one photo of it in good condition.
high value. It was a high value, like it's a high value fucking skull, like that was owned by one of my ancestors, or it's literally one of my ancestors, because they used to not be like a king, but they were somebody that dethroned like a very important what do you call it? That dethroned like a monarch in the past in Spain. And unfortunately this guy was this person fled the country after the whatever area it was around the time, and they and they were known as the most notorious criminal in Spain, but they were partially kind of like a Robin Hood. So basically, in order to
How'd we go from dethroning someone to furry streamer?
sorry, yeah, we had a whole thing where basically what they did was they were like a Robin Hood, but like Spaniard, right? But this person was so valued that they ended up being buried with like, not buried, but they ended up getting like they ended up being like buried with like their treasury, and then in the future a family member took those very valued jewels and I don't remember what you call, like embezzling it. No, what do you call it? Where you like embroider it with his literal skull with like with all the valuables on it. And it became a part of this huge like trade thing. Like it was like it was an important valuable thing that was like a lot of people are trying to kill, like literally killing people over, even their own family, you know. Hence why it's called the Candy Blood Skull. And it was used in like, it was, you know, involved in like it was involved in like a lot of like candy trades and like diamond trades. It's a very beautiful, like it's a very crazy thing in history. I don't remember the entire thing, but yeah, one of my family members has it, and it is
Aztec Death Whistle, my beloved.
it is very fucking how you say it, valuable. That's why they call it the Candy Blood Skull. So it is highly valuable. So so like people would probably like, there would be so many people I'd kill for it. So, but it's very important to our family.
Anyway, yeah, we have cool things.
So, sorry, I know that wasn't the best way of describing it, but yeah, it's always valuable things, and it's badass as hell. Did that other guy just pass out? Probably. I know he was high as hell, so. Okay, I might actually end stream though, not gonna lie. I really don't want to because I want to see phone stuff first, but I might have to next stream. Phones.
No.
I know. I
Link.
gotta wait for phones stuff.
Okay.
Hold
OM.
Okay. Hold on, we'll look at
I wanted to show you stuff.
Okay, fine. You're your every stream though, so I mean it's not like you can't show me another time too, but yeah. Also,
the video isn't over.
Yeah,
Look at my shitty little video.
It is over. It's got 8 seconds left. Hold on.
Hello, Briz, my best class.
What the fuck? Okay, immediately it spammed him.
He says something in the last few seconds.
Okay, what does he say in the last few seconds? Let's look at this first then, I guess. What is
Till next time. I'll see you then.
Yeah. Wow, that was, yeah, uh-huh. Was that it? You sure about that?
Show it on screen, PLS.
I will. See you next time. Yeah, that was exactly what I expected.
Those sure are words that he said.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought there was actually something crazy in the next few seconds, but I guess not. I'm gonna take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. I promise I'll be back. I'll be back. Whoa.
I'll send the entire series on this specific ruin to the Discord. It's very interesting. And you can skip the videos and get back to them whenever you want. Oh, you. Fish. Blah, 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 blah.
Let's see, what should speaking of, now that I'm gonna fucking, let's see here.
Client. I am in Favela, Brazil, Chris. Look at this. Favela, Chris. And I have one item. Is this school?
What the hell?
The pretty and
I sent the
scary
series to the
school,
Discord.
Chris.
Feel free to skip it or watch
And
it. I just
this
wanted to show you because it's interesting.
Sent the series on Discord, feel free to skip it. No, it's fine. I'm so hungry right now. Hold on, one sec. I'm going to get some food while we're looking at this.
Made a sound. Hear that, Chris?
Jesus! Fucking Christ! Oh, that's like the scaring skull things. That's fucked.
Scary, Chris. It's a beautiful school for night crammers.
Yeah, Aztec Def WH Aidsel.
You
I'm
want
going to
that,
go get
Chris?
some water. Be back in a sec.
It's a beautiful item, Chris.
Just
night crammers. Goodbye, people. I'm a Phantom. Hello, Chris, my best client.
Yeah, okay. He doesn't really do the voice very well. I know that's just like a muffled thing, and I know that he doesn't have like technically a real voice, but usually people give the see, now I'm doing it. Usually people give the very like hostessy voice. I can't do the voice either, I guess. Fair enough. Hello, Chris, my best client. Or sorry, hello, Chris, my best client. I am Favela, Brazil. Chris, look at this favela. Is this a skull of the pretty and scary skull? Chris, and this made a
Very scary,
sound
Chris.
for
Screams of the damned.
This made screams of the damned for screamed of, I don't even know what the fuck like a spam thing sounds like what he usually does, because people like there's hyperlink blocked, but I can't like do that. Hyperlink blocked. Yeah, because people will do like the because there's the hostess voice. I can't do the one where it's like hyperlink blocked. I guess I could do a robot where it's like hyperlink blocked. I don't know. What? It's a beautiful skull for only 9 Gromer. It's a beautiful item, Chris. Just 9 Gromer. I don't know.
ERM check DMS8 if you want to see Luca art.
Luca. I don't know what that is. I apologize. I am looking at the Discord, but I don't see anything. Unless you sent it to me personally.
Yes, I sent it to you personally.
Let me see. Ah, got it. What the hell?
Water required.
Wow. Oops, that's not what I was looking for. There we go. Wow. Hold on. What is this?
Perfect times N.
Let's see. Ooh, that's nice. I have no idea what this character is. Oh, you said it's a Vocaloid thing, huh? That's right. Forgot about that. Damn clanker.
What did I miss?
No, I'm joking. Anyway, look at this damn clanker.
Yeah, her name is Luca.
Look at this damn fan art for this damn clanker. No, I'm joking. Anyway, I'm done. I'll stop. Yeah. It's cute. I like it. Good job. I don't know what this 3D thing is, though.
I'm late because I successfully caught up on sleep. How y'all doing?
Does that work?
No, that says 30.
That's how I'm doing. Oh, 30. God, I thought it said 3D.
I'm
was
alright,
like-
but Color
I'm
seems
like-
tired.
Yeah, technically everything in, what do I call it? I do remember that in the 2000s where everything was like, see this in 3D. 3D. It was like pushed so heavily and they would like charge like double the price for it. It's insane. And people would do it. People would definitely do it. There was way too many people that would definitely watch like 3D films very often.
Because she's the third. Version Miku
I
IS-10
remember when
because
that
she's
would
one,
be such
etc.,
a
etc.
gimmick.
Just stop needing to sleep. It's that easy.
Stop needing to sleep. Yeah, exactly. Duh. So easy. How you doing, Super Chefs? I guess you just woke up, so I guess you did wake up, so.
Actually, I woke up an hour ago.
Oh. So I woke up an hour ago? Interesting. Woke up an hour ago. Damn. Got a good breakfast in then? How was breakfast? Do 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 do. Oh no! Someone pulled another Charlie in the Chocolate, or pulled another, not Charlie. Somebody pulled another Willy Wonka's Experience.
I should be leaving the house to go to my college in 7 hours, so I should be back to bed soon, but I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yeah. Oof. I am so sorry to hear that. Damn, 7 hours. It's like a whole work day. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think.
I have 2 more hours until school and I woke up at 3 a.m. I should be fine. Fine.
Find. Sorry, anyway. I am very hungry still. I need to get some food, man.
I'd enjoy if you watched the second archaeology video in the series. It's just as entertaining as the first.
Yeah, I'll do that while I'm ordering food. What was I originally, like, looking for? Oh, yeah, the art. Wait, no, I already looked at the art. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Just, like, moving around. Jesus Christ, this dude has multiple... Does he have a playlist, or is it just, like, individually?
You're gonna order takeout at 1:30 a.m.
I am most likely going to, yes, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get, like, some frickin'... I'm gonna have to, like, get some frickin'...
To part 2 of the Trail Ruin excavation in Minecraft. My name is Thoskalos, and I'm a professional archaeologist and certified interpretive guide.
Human legs pretty
Last
cool.
episode, we found where the ruins are and
Look
gridded
at this magic truck. Magic... Oh, magic trick. That said magic truck. Sorry, wow, God, my brain is elsewhere. Turns into a dog with human legs. That is
off the
disturbing.
area.
Deeply
Today,
disturbing.
we're going to start uncovering the beginnings of this trail ruin, following the proper steps, as though it were the real world. And I'm taking a bit of a gamble, as I still think the trail ruins go off.
It's in a playlist, but there's unnecessary videos in it, and it has a sequel series that I decided not to send because it's significantly longer.
I do want to take...
Am I showing...
That's
the-
disturbing. Ed, and Eddie.
Yes. That's deeply concerning. It's in a playlist, but there's unnecessary videos in it. And it has a sequel series that I decided not to send. Okay, got it.
Take a moment to talk about 2 things in particular.
Order
The
food.
datum and the grid section. You may have noticed last video that I placed a torch on the hillside behind me and built the grids off of it. That torch
Yeah.
is sort of representing a secondary datum, though in the real world it wouldn't be in the site itself. Now, if you're not familiar with what a datum is, it's a known fixed point on the world. Thankfully, Minecraft already gives you a datum. You spawn into the world near the coordinates of 0, 0, and everywhere you go, your coordinates are based off of 0, 0. So using that as a primary datum, I put the
Imagine being able to learn a compass. That sounds awesome.
torch in the spot that would give me whole
Man,
numbers.
imagine surviving.
Grids are going to be 5 by 5 simply because that's an easy number to work off of. Each grid square, or unit as we call them, would then be given a designation. In this case, the unit's designation will be the 4-digit X coordinate and 4-digit Y coordinate coming from the northwest corner. But that's enough yammering from me. You're not here to listen to me talk, you're here to watch some of this video. So let's get into it. Now, there was a bunch of incredibly helpful suggestions in the last video's comment section on certain settings to help with this series. I've since taken a lot of those suggestions and implemented them. There will be no day-night cycle, weather cycle, or hostile mob spawning. I've also changed the difficulty to survival mode, though we're still in peaceful. There was also a bunch of questions, and I'll try to answer some of those in the description box below.
Sorry, I'm ordering food right now.
One thing you'll notice is that I'm leaving a wall of material between the units. We call this a bulk, and it is used in order to keep the archaeologists from digging into the next unit over on accident. It's basically just a buffer. As I dig farther down, I'll take down the bulk between the units. Eventually, the entirety of the Trail Ruin complex will be exposed without the bulks in place.
Don't you have some leftovers or something you can cook?
Probably. But I'm too lazy for that. I mean, I wouldn't really. I'm mainly waiting for phones like art that they're gonna send. Oh wait, was that the art? Sorry, was the Vocaloid character the art? Wait, so that. Wait. Phones, was that was? Okay, so I can just end stream now.
Your laziness is not my problem. Just finish some leftovers.
Laziness.
I'm making a dog with human legs.
Well, yeah, but you had. Okay, wait. What was the original piece you were gonna do? Was that the piece, or was it a different one? So if that was okay, cool. All right, then we're gonna end stream.
Well,
now.
no, you must at least finish the current video.
Nope, too late. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hold on, I'm gonna end it on.
Bye. Color NPH0NES.
I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it on Creepa. Anyway, I'm gonna end it on. Oops, not like that. I'm gonna end it with this. There we go.
Have a good one, folks.
Yeah.
No, wait. End it on this.
End it on what? What am I ending it on?
Girl, we've been knowing how to draw.
Beatboxing puppy.
Huh?